It's attained a hard-won peace for the first time in generations, but is fraught with rebels and unrest. So who knows how long that peace may last. This is not an untamed land, despite the many hands that seek to claim control. South, the bloated coast is awash in monstrous beasts and men even more so. The theocracy continues to try and subjugate the tortured land, but after 4 failed subjugation attempts, is content to secure their own borders for now. The Saurian theocracy, once the picture of unity and power, is facing claims of overreaching, using their cathars to spread their power to where it does not belong and is not welcome. North, the whispering peaks of High Zerk continue to crawl with untold dangers. Banditry and crime grows, and the beasts that lurk in the unmapped corners of the map grow ever more daring. But High Zerk is a country of warriors and is ever prepared for the return of evils that once plagued their storied history. And Nyland, the secular, isolationist land of Arcana, remains seemingly aloof and disinterested to the turbulence that surrounds them. Content in their Vershire range where their citadels stand, they toil endlessly to unravel the mysteries of the world they seem to care little for. Nestled away in the open hills of the Xandravane Plains is the town of Mornstead. The town has seen a period of growth and resurgence under the local leadership, though left well enough alone by Saurian officials back in Arcadia, the capital of the theocracy. Close to the borders of both High Zerk and Nyland, the town sees more strange faces than most. It's these strange faces and their stories that interest us. Coming down over the town, it is a rolling landscape of broken hills and cragged outcroppings of rock. Sparse scatterings of trees litter the landscape before turning into a large, log-walled town, bustling town. But it's not in the town that we start, but outside of it. At the edge of the forest, 2 dirt-caked, bone-tired figures emerge from the wilderness to lay eyes upon their first sign of civilization in some many weeks. Zedran, you emerge from the forests north and lay eyes on Mornstead. You've been traveling southeast for the last 2 weeks now, and there has been very little in the way of hospitality and even less in the way of resources. Rations are low and comfort has become a memory. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah. Zadran is uh maybe a bit taller than average height, maybe just at 6 foot. Um, very heavy armor. Very like dinged and wounded. It's seen a lot of wear and tear, but it's maintained well. A lot of evidence of repairs and where armor probably would have warranted being tossed for a new set. There's very large swaths of attempts to keep it on his person, to scavenge and reuse the same armor for as long as possible. A mace on one side and a terrifying visage of a shield on the other. This massive skull of some mammoth-sized creature is affixed to the front of this large tower shield almost. The giant tusks protruding out and chipped away on the very tips. He's wearing a helmet, but underneath, if you were to see him, his skin is unbleached, as if a strong flash of light hit his skin and the color never fading. Very emerald bright green eyes and an absence of facial hair, as well as hair on the top of his head. He's scarred all across his face, small wounds that weren't either treated properly or were too deep to heal completely. And he is trudging, forcing one foot in front of the other while keeping an eye on his companion.
Your companion being younger man, also kind of emerging from the shadowed boughs of the trees which you're trying to finally leave. He's setting eyes on these open hills. Let's start. Please introduce yourself.
Lestat is a young man of like a freakish athletic build, like not very muscular, like big, but definitely built like a track star, like 6'4", lean. He has uneven dark hair that has definitely been cut poorly. It falls where his traps would be, split ends and just mats are cobbled around his head. One large swoop of hair covers the right side of his face, obscuring most of it other than just the chin below. While the other side that's revealed shows this pinkish crimson hued eye. He's wearing simple black clothing in a stark contrast to his traveling companion, just simple black robes that encourages ease of movement but doesn't provide a lot in the way of protection. Alongside this form, there's this massive vambrace that extends from the palm all the way to a shoulder pauldron covering much of the right arm, and a couple of red sashes around the torso and waist, and a greatsword tucked horizontally behind it. I think, like, objectively, he would be considered a quote-unquote handsome man if it wasn't for the very visible scars that adorn nearly every piece of visible skin.
Let's start in Zedron. It's been a hard couple of weeks out in these hills. Mornstead lies before you. What would you like to do?
Had a look at Stott. I don't know about you, but I would prefer a roof and a fire.
Do we have to? We've survived this long underneath trees and campfires, and that's fine by me.
Just kind of points back the way we've come. Look at your footsteps. Your feet are dragging more and more every day.
I'm fine.
If you want to stay that way, you need to rest.
I think he'll just not say anything, just understand, like, the words to be true and just press forward.
It takes maybe 20 minutes to cross out of the trees themselves and get closer to the town of Mornstead. The walls are tall, maybe 15 feet tall. They are made of thick trees that have been staked into the ground into a very well-made kind of palisade that kind of stretches along the way. There are outcroppings of towers and watchtowers that do have some stone reinforcement, but is probably about 60 to 70% wood and timber based defenses. As the there are two gates. There's one on the east and one on the western side. To whichever one you go to, it makes no real difference. But you find a open, wide door, two large gates that are just swung open and propped. There is a guard on each side, but they just kind of look at you with a bit of a discerning eye, but don't seem to really notice anything that warrants a stop or a conversation. Looking in, it is, at this point of day, it's about maybe 10 a.m. People are up and about. They've gotten to get about their morning chores. You see some people in wagons that are beginning to make their way out to farmsteads, and some that are making their way back with their harvests ready to sell. Plains folk, simple cloth clothing, long dresses and simple shirts. People just living a simple life, it looks like. What would you like to do? I don't have a town map, unfortunately, but I will have one next week, hopefully.
Can I make an assessment of the level of like security in the town? Are there like decked out like fully equipped guards, or is it more just like town militia guarding the place?
Um, General look around. It looks like you do see some armed folk. Not all of them look like they are security in some way. There are some folk that are carrying a bow over their shoulder or a spear in hand. Um, Very relaxed. They don't seem like they're on patrol necessarily. Um, Coming into the walls, especially, you would see a couple that look like a bit of a town militia, town guard. Um, Off of this gate, though, you see maybe five. Not a significant number. Um, there's certainly more civilians than guards present here.
You think we'll really be safe here? What with peasants who've never held a spike in their life?
We'll be safe with a wall between us and whatever's coming, and some trees. We'll take shifts. We'll be careful. The more people in the way of whatever's going to come after us, the better.
Fine.
You need to eat. Let's go.
Making your way down this central road, it's packed dirt. You get some strange looks from people as they go about their daily business, but there's enough business here, it seems, that you're not immediate sore thumb. This is a trade town, after all. And even looking around, you see a number of wagons and people in different types of clothes. Some north from Hyzerk, some south from Nyland, deeper in the theocracy, as you are technically in the theocracy, if only in name, at this far field. As you go, you see some shops that look like just general supply stores. You see there's a cobbler is the word I'm looking for. There's a cobbler shop off the middle. There are professions here that you wouldn't necessarily see in like hovels or small towns. This is a well-to-do town. As you go looking for respite, you do find it in the form of an inn. Large sign hanging off of the front between two large windows referred to, fittingly, as the Bell's Respite. As you approach, you hear what begins to be the first sound of real commotion and excitement as through one of the lower windows you see a shadow quickly move and a person comes flying through the window, tumbling to a stop in front of you. You see someone maybe 40s or 50s, just simple garb, just kind of sweat stained and wet, just kind of just groan and roll over. Some more people from inside the building looking out with wide eyes. Two more men of similar ages look like kind of just gruff farmers, thick chins and kind of just a scruff, make their way out hurriedly, kind of looking behind them anxiously. They grab their friend and they kind of begin shuffling off down the road, kind of looking back over their shoulders, not at you, but at the building that they just fled from. What do you like to do?
Commotion inside.
There's a raised voice. It doesn't seem like there's any more physical commotion happening though.
Okay. Go in.
As you go in, you see it's a bit of a strange sight. You see kind of towards the window and the door that you have entered, there's a crowd of what looks like just locals. Some have simple clothes, some have a bit of a more tailored clothing to them, things that are actually fitted and a bit more colorful than just a drab brown or black and white. Kind of getting into the deeper parts of town where maybe the manual laborers don't necessarily live, those with professions. You see they're kind of just standing, kind of looking at the window or looking at the opposite side of the room, at which there is a long table set across with this kind of grand brunch feast set out. There is a large wooden candlestick that has a candle kind of haphazardly stabbed onto it that's lit to as if to give some poor imitation of finery. And there, sitting at the end of this table, you see one figure, younger woman, slowly cutting into what looks to be some sort of beef. But what draws your attention immediately is the woman standing in front of her, now wiping some blood off of her knuckles. Violet, if you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Yes, absolutely. So Violet is she's like you see like a pale, like heavily armored elven woman in like chainmail and plate with like soft purple and black cloth kind of draped around the joints of her armor for cushion. Uh, Face is surprisingly soft and round with like a slightly pointed chin, full cheekbones, a lot softer than the rest of her appearance. All of this is kind of accented by rather graceful features, namely like a button nose and full lips adorned with like a black glossy lipstick. Her right eye, a brilliant violet color, is adorned with like a brow piercing and kind of haphazardly like smudged black eye makeup that definitely looks slept in and then drawn over the next morning. And her left eye, along with most of that side of her face, is covered by a leather black eye patch. Hair is kept it's jet black, kept in a tiny braid or a tidy braid, secured with a white ribbon at the end, reaching nearly the small of her back, with the framing pieces around her face being tucked safely behind her ears. She carries with her a heavy brass-colored morning star attached to her hip, and a similarly fashioned circular shield with engravings of laurel leaves on the front attached to her back. But that's
Violet,
fine.
it's been a much busier morning than you've been hoping for. Your traveling
Yes.
companion has her wants and her habits and things that she wants to be familiar with on the open road. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she needs to be insulted by the locals. So you had to re-educate them on their manners. As you
Absolutely.
as you kind of heavily sit down in a chair off to the side of the table, the tavern owner, whom you have met the previous night, comes back over to you. Thicker, heavy-set man, maybe 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. Big, thick, heavy neck with thick jowls. Kind of a bit of a neck beard going on with scruff that kind of goes up. Balding, with some kind of wisps of long hair that are kind of pulled back in some attempt of acting like he has a full head of hair when he does not. Real squinty eyes. Kind of comes over, puts a hand down, and kind of leans over you. And that'll be on the tab, I reckon. I've had
Please.
better guests.
I'm sure you have. But
And what did old Jonathan do to get him through my window?
he was causing.
Do 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 do.
I hate you. I hate you.
Violet McGregor?
Anyways, he was causing a fuss, and well, the fuss is handled.
So you caused a fuss. Waking us
thought
up
you
at the crack of dawn with your companion telling us to whip up this fine feast, and kind of just motions to the kind of spread of different foods laid out in front of you all. Cheese and bread and oatmeal and fruits of different kinds, kind of the best that an inn like this could kind of offer, put in some mockery of some banquet.
Kind of just looks. I assume she did pay for it, right?
You assume wrong.
Then I will pay for it. How much?
Well,
is
I
it
would
gonna be?
like to hear what she has to say for herself, and turns to your traveling companion, Ion, if you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Just
There she
we're
is.
like,
There she is.
you're muted, girly.
I know. Hello. Right. I thought we I thought we were. I need that food. But anyways, you see a woman, very scrawny, red hair, very average, in wizard robes that are pale teal and with kind of shimmer effects going on. She has a spell book on her side, and on inside her pockets there's something shining.
How short is she?
And it's like 5'5", I think.
Okay.
Very
Oh yeah,
Short.
Violet's about 6 foot,
Average.
so fuck you guys.
So 5'11".
average height.
Shut up! I almost did 5'11", actually, that's the funny part. Sorry,
So,
go ahead, Karina, I'm sorry.
Her hair goes down to her shoulders. She's looking very anxious. Like, looking at every exit. And then staring back at Violet. Every exit. Staring back at Violet. And eating my steak. Very refinedly. Trying not to.
As you sheepishly are kind of just cutting into your breakfast steak, the innkeeper still kind of like moves over and kind of leans across the table over at you. A quite large enough man that he can lean almost entirely over the table to kind of get right up to you. Yes, little lady, how are you paying?
Right. You required monetary value, right?
Yes.
Violet?
You do have money, don't you? Because if
I
not, then
have
this
some
would be
gold.
thieving.
Of course we have money.
I do have some gold.
10 gold.
I look in my pack, there's nothing. It's like, Ion, where's all our money?
10 gold would cover this breakfast, not your stay, and certainly not my newly open windowed. And kind of looks over at the shattered window behind him.
Just we all look through it.
Yeah, as you kind of begin to take in the rest of the room, you notice that most of the locals have kind of escaped, being familiar with the attitude and temperament of their innkeeper. There are two male figures that seem to have lagged behind. Strangers, you've never seen them before. They kind of just shuffled off to a corner. They've sit down their own little table at the opposite side of the tavern.
I do, you know, I did get assaulted and insulted. So I don't know. Like,
Wait,
you usually
assaulted or insulted?
both.
No pick.
Assaulted. Do you see the spellbook? The pages of the spellbook? It's curled. You know what that does to me?
I'm so sorry. May I fix it for you? And kind of extends a hand.
I don't trust you.
And I don't
You do.
trust you with no money.
I
don't
some
suppose
gold.
you've,
That's not
uh,
money.
Got a job that needs doing. We're good for work.
Make an insight check. First roll of the campaign. Let's go.
Let's go! Okay, let's go.
Insight, best skill.
5! That's a
Damn,
great
bro.
indicator.
Better than Nova.
Good start.
So true.
He kind of goes from leaning over Ion to kind of just. Fucking tourists. As he kind of stands up and walks to the end of the table where he picks up this mug of. This is just like some sort of juice that he set down amongst the other array of food for the rest of you, and kind of makes his way over to a cold fireplace where you do see one other figure that hasn't made any sort of motion at all through this entire event, wrapped in this kind of dusty leather cloak, is just kind of sleeping on the hearth. Probably been here for the whole night, if not this entire morning, now 10 a.m. Kind of the innkeeper, kind of. Oh. wakey wakey, and just pours it right on the head of Bellamy. Introduce yourself, please.
So, Bellamy, he stands about 5'10". He has the coat that I have now put on him due to recommendation. He has his coat is kind of dark with gold trim. He has bits of leather armor, a couple pieces of thin bracers on his wrists. He has some metal on his front leather piece. Again, very thin, light armor set. He has some more patchwork armor down towards his boots. He has sort of this flowing black hair and sea green eyes and a unkept kind of scruffy beard going on. And at the moment, he is pretty hungover. On his left side, he has a rapier sheath. On the other side, he has a little dagger, ready to go. And yeah, I think that's Bellamy.
Yeah, Bellamy, you wake up with a start with orange juice entering your ears, and looming over you, this troll of a man. Just, are you up?
Holy shit! Why are you so big? Yeah,
Why do
I'm
you
up.
smell like that?
Well, you saw me here last night. I was, just drinking, talking, hanging out.
Yes, well, your friends have left you, so get up. Kind of just drops the mug next to you and begins. It kind of makes his way to some off behind the counter before exiting your sight into some back pantry or kitchen. You see some clattering of pans and pots, but he's leaving you be. His mission accomplished.
Bellamy kind of gets up in shambles. He goes and finds the closest bench to sit down on to kind of regroup and figure out what's going on.
That would be Ion's table.
Can we help you?
Oh, no. He's just kind of like turn over to himself more and just keep trying to wake up.
He just looks over at Ion.
Do you want to take part of this piece?
Do I want to what?
Do you want the food?
Yes.
No, that's okay. I need to just sit here for a moment. My head is pounding. Right
Probably
now.
because you're dehydrated. She slides a glass of water over. That happens when you're drunk.
Drunk? Yes, well, I guess that happens.
I assume a little bit of that is left over from last night.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's alright. He's not really listening to you right now. He's kind of just focused on the water.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. He's kind of like just sitting there a minute, kind of out of it. Oh.
So, Ion, next time we stay at an inn, I would prefer if you didn't order above our budget, which is currently at 0.
Yeah. I didn't know we were having a budget. I thought it was like implied you had money, but I'm very sorry.
I can protect you physically, but can't really do that monetarily. Not until we find a job.
Alright, so we need a job and yes, a job that will provide us with a lot of breakfast.
And other things,
Yes,
hopefully.
spellbooks, components, books.
And she goes to list a number of things, just please.
Indeed. And she'll just kind of push her plate over to Ion's, like she's not hungry. Barely even nibbled at it.
Lestat and Zidron, what are you all doing?
Shit, at the table. Hey, question, DM. This is the first session, so nothing's happened yet. Before today. Did we, in the weeks we were traveling, come across anyone that couldn't defend themselves enough to not give us their money?
Damn. Did we rob someone, DM?
Nope.
Yeah.
Roll 3d10.
Cool. Uh, 3, 2, 1. Wow.
Okay. You have 16 gold.
Cool. Yeah, they're probably the drone's probably waiting for whatever scene this is to stop. And just waiting for an opportunity to order like a drink and maybe some food. Just enjoying not being out in the cold weather.
Yeah, and it is cold. I don't have my specific calendar saved, unfortunately. But it is the equivalent of November. So it has been getting a bit crisp.
On brand.
Yeah.
Is there snow yet?
A point. There's been some snowfall, but it hasn't stuck.
Okay, cool.
Right now, currently, no. Not this far south.
Cool.
Yeah, it takes probably another 5 minutes. The proprietor seems to have decided to take a little bit of a break from his patrons. You see the large man kind of stumble back out of the too thin door frame of what looks to be a back kitchen. He's got his own mug in one hand that he's kind of sipping from, and he's got one kind of long slip of paper that is kind of been scrawled on with some charcoal. As he kind of rounds the bar, he makes his way over to Ion's table and kind of just puts the paper down and slides it over, peeking at it. Looks like a receipt.
It's the check. You did the server thing of just dropping the check off without saying it.
Yeah. Yeah. He takes a
That's great.
drink from his morning ale.
Can I get one of those?
You have money? Do you have any money left after your bender?
I find 1 silver.
Okay. I'll give you a silver. Sure. Keeps drinking his and just kind of turns away. Just takes your silver piece.
I'll take a peek at the receipt. What's the total?
Including your one stay for the night, even though you asked for multiple, he put 1 stay.
Damn. So it's not even
your extravagant breakfast and a window, it comes to about 60 gold pieces.
Damn.
Windows are not cheap, guys.
No.
It most certainly not.
The man puts down his ale and makes his way over to another table where you see those 2 darkly dressed figures. Lestat and Zidron. You see this man approach you. You new? What can I do for you?
Water and whatever hot food, if you have any, for both of us.
You care what food?
Something hot, something with meat, preferably.
You're not from here.
Nope.
He kind of just gives you kind of a judging eye.
I take out 5 gold and just stack it on the table.
That'll about cover it. Name's Clives.
Pleasure.
This is my inn. It kind of just gives you, it almost looks like he's trying to give like a genuine smile, but it just doesn't look very good.
You know.
Is he a? What's his species?
Human.
Human.
He's just a big human.
Clive?
Just a big dude.
Clives.
With an
Go
S?
Clives.
With an S.
Yo,
So Clives. Okay, cool.
Clives.
Clives.
Trent knows this guy.
First
Yeah, I
NPC!
Yeah, a little bit of a throwback. The last game I ever DM'd, there was a little sweet, little tiny, scrawny innkeeper named
A little
Clives.
tweaker, dude.
This
got
is
big.
not
He
same
was in the
same name,
gym.
not the same guy.
He got in the gym.
He said I'm bulking.
Yeah.
Through winter.
Yes. Lives. I'll get you to breakfast. And kind of just grabs the gold pieces you put down, puts them in this little side apron pocket, and makes his way off.
Citron, we need a room.
As Clives begins making his way back to the back rooms, you see another person exit from further in the inn, coming out that same door that Clives had went to earlier. A younger woman, maybe 15, 14. Mousy brown hair that's kind of just in a curly mess at the top. Simple dress, kind of peasant garb, but quite nice make. She's carrying this large basket in one hand that looks like it's full of some sort of like food and goods and things like that. And she kind of stops upon seeing Clives and kind of just sheepishly looks down and kind of begins walking really quickly around and towards the exit. Clives kind of puts a hand out and says, "And where do you think you're going, Jess?" Jess, this younger girl, kind of looks up at her father. I'm going to see Dee Dee. And kind of just looks up, looks kind of guilty. Like there's this look of, fuck, you weren't supposed to be standing here when I was leaving. Clives kind of just, I told you I don't want you seeing that witch. Jess kind of shrinks down a little bit. I need to say thank you. She helped. Clives kind of just gives just the deep, just kind of heavy sigh as his shoulders kind of just get kind of pulled down. This is not the first time it seems he's had this conversation. He just kind of reaches out, grabs the basket, puts it on the bar next to him. I don't want you talking to her. People talk. Talk later. Go to your room. And kind of just shuffles his daughter back into the back rooms. She doesn't seem distraught, but is kind of upset that she hasn't really gotten her way. Girl kind of disappears around the corner. Clives, another moment later, kind of also exits.
Interesting.
Couple minutes go by, and you see Jess kind of come back out. This time, she's wearing what looks to be like a working apron, that like a barmaid or a tavern waitress would kind of do. Makes her way over to Zadran and Lestat's table, carrying this large platter. Sets it down. There's two bowls of what looks like kind of this thick, warm, steaming oatmeal that looks like it has some sort of like chopped bacon kind of like sprinkled on top. And then you can see that, like there's a couple of little bits of fruit and some bread. And then there's like one small little wooden platter that looks like it has like kind of a cut of ham kind of on it with a little paring knife on it. Here you go. Breakfast. Can I get you anything else? Kind of just looking at her feet the whole time.
He just grabs water and starts drinking it.
Don't let your eyes touch the ground. Keep your chin up at all times.
Kinda just like stiffens a little bit before looking up at you kind of sheepishly. But as soon as her eyes meet yours, she kind of looks down into the side. Not straight back down, but kind of just looks away a little bit. Because you have a pretty intense gaze.
You don't have to fear me, girl. There are monsters out there worse than me. Keep your eyes up and do what you want to do.
That be all.
Yes.
Turns and makes her way over to the table at the other end of the tavern. Makes her way over to you, Bellamy. Takes a cup off of her tray and kind of sets it down in front of you. Here, drink, sir.
Cheers.
Hmm.
You doing all right?
I'm okay. It's been a long couple of weeks.
Yeah. I hear you, kid.
Mrs., are you two okay? Do you need anything?
We'll be just fine. Still trying to pay the bill.
Thank you. It was excellent.
I'm very glad. Yeah, as she kind of turns to go away, she kind of stops for a moment and turns back to you, Violet. Can you pay the bill?
No, I can't.
Okay. I'll be right back. And turns and quickly kind of walks back into the back rooms.
Interesting.
That's a
Anything you
pretty
all
big
like to do?
dude. That's a pretty big dude. I don't know if you want to not figure this out. I mean, he looks like
I
he means
think we're
business.
about to figure this out. If I'm correct. Seems
Oh.
like the girl has something up her sleeve.
Well, so hoping she has something up her sleeve then.
Raise a glass.
You wait a couple of moments, and you see Clive's return to the main floor. You see behind him, Jess is kind of staying by the door frame, kind of anxiously kind of looking back and forth between her father and you all. As he approaches, he kind of heavily sits down at an empty stool. Told you can't pay your tab. Now that's a problem. But do me a favor, and I'll consider it paid.
Done. What do you need?
Can we get that in writing?
I don't know how to write.
No one's gonna laugh about
Verbally
it.
should be fine.
Oh wow.
Kind of looks around. His eyes linger on Lestat and Zadron a little bit, trying to assess these two strangers before turning back to you three. Ion and Violet is who he's addressing, but Bellamy, you're here, so he looks at you to include you in the conversation a little bit. I need a package delivered. That one. And points to the basket that he took from Jess earlier.
And where to?
The woods.
Perfect.
Some weeks ago, my daughter was ill. Medicine wouldn't really help. One day, healer came to help. Showed up saying that she could heal her. Gave her potions and lotions and salves, and she got better. She left the next day. We know where her hut is, but she has a bad reputation. And I don't want Jess to be seen going around there. People talk. So you will do it.
I'll look at Ion. Done.
So you mean to say we are going to a witch's cabin in the woods, in our lair, delivering this package?
And kind of like looks over his shoulder at Lestat and Zadron, looking quite panicked.
Ion. That's
I'm
top
pretending.
You see him kind of reach up and grab what looks like some sort of necklace, and he's just kind of clutching it.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are we technically in the theocracy, or are we in the theocracy?
You're on the northern reaches of the theocracy.
Cool, so
This
they're-
is like
they're
the
in
northernmost
We're
border town.
officially in the Sardom.
You're in the theocracy.
Oh, okay.
If
we're
you're looking
kind
at
of
the
in
map,
that,
the Zardom doesn't start until you get to either Dimhall or Silvervault.
Can you like
This
draw
is-
the borders just so we know?
Is it like the mountain bases here, kind of that started?
Let's see, draw tools.
It's like a rough,
Freehand.
rough border. And then also
Like
the Kingdom
that.
of Nyland as
Like
well.
that.
Okay.
Like
cool.
that.
Okay, cool. Word.
So the plains kind of are like the crossroads between all the territories.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Mornstead especially, because you get people from Nyland, Hyzert, and the Theocracy.
Cool.
Which is why, even though it's kind of not like a bustling spot of resources, it has grown simply through trade because of its location.
I know that the theocracy to be very like religious, very like
Yes.
that's a very core like tenet of the whole organization. Is calling someone a witch like Salem like that's a witch?
In certain parts of different communities, calling someone as a witch would be like a fucking insult. Like, hey, that witch, she knows how to count. She's a witch. Stuff like that. In terms of the theocracy, that's like saying black magic. That's like, oh, she doesn't just do magic. She sacrifices animals.
Dang.
That's what that means.
So that's a heavy accusation to lay on someone here.
That's a heavy word.
Cool. Can I infer that that's why he's like, I didn't say that?
Yeah, that's why.
Cool.
Yeah, you would know that for sure.
I'll kind of look towards
And
Clive.
you hear it.
I'll look towards Clive and I'll just be like, so whereabouts in the woods is your recipient?
Take the north road.
Narrowing down.
Take the north road 2 hours up. Cut west an hour. There's only really one house out there. It's hard to miss.
All right, we can do that.
Fucking cat.
I'll kind of turn to Lestat and kind of have like a little like window conversation. If that woman's a witch, she's versed in the darker sides of magic. She might be able to make sense of that dream you keep having.
No. I'm not gonna put my faith in a stranger.
What?
Bellamy's gonna kind of look to Vi a little bit. You know, if you need help moving something, it's kind of my specialty.
Is it now?
Yeah. I'm sure you might have heard of me. You know, the fearless rogue, the great scoundrel.
I can't say that I have.
No. Bellamy.
I'm not exactly from here.
Well,
I'm
But
sure your
if you wanna
reputation
help-
precedes you.
Brina, say that again.
I'm sure your reputation precedes you somewhere. That's not here.
yeah. Well, this is kind of what I do, and I do have a bleeding heart for this sort of thing. So
Yeah, if you want to help,
yeah,
I won't
I
deny
can't
that.
stay around here. Well, I really shouldn't be here any longer anyway. So get on the road again would be good for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
sounds good to me.
That's a deal then. I'm actually gonna go and look around and see if I can find some help that I know how to find. So I'll be right back.
Sure.
So does that mean you'll do it?
Yes.
Good. But I will be keeping these things as collateral, so come back.
Got it.
Bye now. And he kind of stands up quickly, ready to escape the conversation, and quickly makes his way back to his kitchen. He kind of gives a side glance at Lestat and Zadran with a little bit of a glare, but doesn't stop.
I'll give Jesse like a affirming nod, like a thank you kind of nod, you know.
Yeah, she gives a little wave and disappears after her father.
Bellamy's kind of looking for any unassuming figures,
Yeah, make a how you want to go about doing that? Are you just looking for somebody? Are you trying to engage in conversation? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, yeah, engage in conversation.
Okay, make a charisma check for me, please.
All right. Come on, baby. Ooh, that'd be a 7.
Yeah. As you exit, you go down a block, and you see some people that are. You see a couple of two gentlemen, kind of off on one side of the road, kind of talking to each other. As you kind of get closer, this. Oh, take a bath, vagrant, and they just kind of just turn, and kind of like begin walking away.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna turn around and go look again.
No one wants to talk to you.
I'm just gonna head back to the inn and find a seat in his mug.
Okay.
Oh,
What would y'all like to do?
Thinking. We gotta rope these two in somehow. You guys don't want to be a part of the campaign? Nod in your head.
Do I notice him when I walk back to the inn? Like, are they like kind of in a corner or something?
Zadran and Lestat, are you eyeing the strangers?
Honestly, nah, don't give a fuck about anyone here. No, not
I
gonna lie.
think Lestat is looking around like very predatory, like not in a way of like gauging, like okay, there's a person there. It's like, could I kill this person? Like
Yep.
if I needed to, like if shit came, like could I be like if it was me versus them, could I kill this person?
Are
in
you hiding
combat
it
if
at
they
all?
Threaten me. No, I'm mean
Okay.
mugging everybody.
Okay. Bellamy, make an insight check.
Gosh, this character.
Come
Question.
on, no, there's a 14.
14?
Yep.
Yeah, you see this gentleman kind of eyeing you a little bit. You're like, I don't know what the fuck you're looking at for and what that means, but I want it to stop.
I'm gonna walk in and we'll see him. Whoa! You are creepy as shit. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna try to start a conversation with him.
Please do.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna come over and pull the chair. But, whoa! Man, where are you from? You look dangerous.
John, why is this homeless man speaking to me?
I think he's gonna ask you for money.
Why? I'm gonna smell myself again. Well, I smell, but I'm not. Well, a little homeless, but I don't know. You seem kind of interesting there, friend.
You know what else is interesting?
What's that?
Living the rest of your life with both hands.
I like my hands. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna go back to my table.
He just keeps eating.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Can't help you there. Can't help you there.
We told y'all what it was gonna be like. All right, we told y'all a month
I
and a
didn't
half
think you
ago
guys
what it
would
was gonna be
resist
like.
joining the group.
What group?
I wanted to
What
sit
group?
back down. I'm like,
What
well,
group?
I found nobody, so I guess it's just.
I guess we're
Us
not
for now.
including them.
As you return, did your conversation there go fruitfully with the
Um,
stranger?
Well, I tried to make conversation, and he threatened to add my hands to his meal. So, no, not at all,
Interesting.
unfortunately. But they do look
Oh,
dangerous, and we could use dangerous on this journey. You have any ideas?
there are several unknown factors, including going to a wood, so I presume yes.
Yeah.
There's gotta
Especially
be
if it's
some
a witch.
in it for whoever joins us, though. Like payment, and we're not exactly getting paid.
Maybe they'll follow us if we go.
I don't exactly want to get into an altercation, so if they're threatening you off the bat, I'm not sure if that's exactly the
No,
best people to.
no. Yeah, I've had my fair share of altercations in the past couple days. I just want to avoid any problems right now. If you understand. Dom's gonna rub his head. Still kind of got a headache going on.
Yeah, I understand.
Too much
Well-
alcohol consumption leads to dehydration and the headache.
Yes,
You
it
should.
also leads to happy times and better thoughts and better friends.
Zedron, I
You
want
make
to
a
help
fair
the
point.
girl. I don't trust these fools to carry her will.
Understood. That's what we'll do.
Speak to the guy.
The father.
Sure.
He'll just take one last bite of his food and put the spoon down and kind of get up, kind of readjust the armor. Leaves the shield and the helmet at the table where he, knows his thoughts gonna kind of keep an eye on it. I'll go try to find Dad. Forgot his name already. Fuck.
Clives.
Yeah, Clives. Try to find Clives.
Yeah. Just walking behind the bar into the back rooms of his business. You see there is kind of this large kitchen. You see there's one gentleman you haven't seen that's busy. Looks like he's just like kneading some dough. And then you see standing over a heavy pot with a big ladle. You see Clives kind of stirring. Ooh, that's good. That's real good, that is.
This is Clives.
Yeah.
I was gonna get like a just like to kind of make myself known.
Eyes kind of go to alarm a little bit, but what can I get you?
Nothing. Just sending those three in there. Just deliver something. I don't think I need to convince you that they're maybe not the most capable. My friend and I want to go alone. Would you say we do that in exchange for a night stay? Make sure the package actually gets there and doesn't wind up in the woods somewhere.
You can. But it would be rude of me to rescind an offer that I offered myself.
We'll go along with them. No looking to take any money from someone else.
How generous.
Just gives a nod and walks back out.
You watch as you go.
Sit down back next to the spot. Alright, going.
We'll keep our distance. Make sure that it's there. That girl can give her thanks properly.
Kind of gives Lestat a look like, huh? And just keeps eating.
She's a child.
Why the interest?
Because this world is too full of children being told to sit down when they'd rather stand.
Jadron, it looks like the face is not like, it's not like a friend like toying with a friend like picking at someone. It's like, oh, why do you think that? Oh, that's interesting. Like it's a literal like it's like a conversation where he's like, why do you feel that way? That's interesting. To me, that is really interesting. Sweet, cool. So why this? And like he's genuinely trying to like pick his brain.
Wipe that smirk off your face. It's nothing deeper than that.
Understood. Just keeps eating.
Yep. You finish your breakfast. Bellamy, you finish your ale. Ion finishes her breakfast steak. There's still a lot of food left on that table, but full enough.
I pack some with me.
You paid for it.
I'm not wasting a crumb.
You're about to pay for it.
What do y'all like to do?
Well, I suppose there's nothing stopping us from getting this on the road. So, shall we?
All right.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I didn't catch your names.
Violet.
Violet
I'm
and
Ion.
Ion. Nice to meet you.
What's your name other than the titles you gave me previously?
Well, they're good. Bellamy. He's gonna put his hand out.
She'll shake it.
I'm gonna shake hands with Ion as well.
I'll shake it.
Yeah, well, I am starting to feel better, and getting move on as fast as we can is probably best. So,
To be honest,
Yeah.
your
Let's get this show on the road.
yeah, I'm
compliance
gonna
isn't a
get
factor.
my things, and I'll meet you up front.
Sounds good.
Whomever you all like, one of you stops by and grabs the actual basket that you are to deliver. It is full of fresh bread, a couple little mason jars of what looks like jam or jelly, some wrapped foodstuffs and things like that. It's very well put together with care. The bread is like immaculately folded little handkerchiefs around it. Yeah, it's very nice. As you all, as Lestat and Zidron, as you see these strangers grab this basket that you just promised to deliver, they get up and leave. What are y'all doing?
Just follow. Probably like
Wait a solid like 30,
Yeah.
45,
We're
and
gonna
then
like
get up.
eat the food, finish up with like
35, 45 seconds?
Yeah.
yeah, like
Okay.
a minute. A solid like
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, go.
Okay. Yeah. Bellamy, you grab your things. You meet Ion and Violet outside, and you head off down the streets of Mornstead. You quickly make your way to the outer gates, and per the instructions given by Mr. Clives, turn north. Pretty simple road,
I would,
but yeah, yes.
I would like to cast the first spell of the campaign. Guiding Star, which lets me have track of the cardinal direction as long as there are stars or sun.
Yes, let me... I know I gave you the spell, but I don't remember what it does.
I can't link it to you. I'm sorry.
I know, I can find it. It's okay.
Hey, Brandon,
I should have
can I
your- I
also
sh-
cast a really convoluted homebrew spell real quick so you can look that up too?
You sure you want to do that?
Sure.
Damn.
I'll cast Blood Sacrifice.
Hey, Bren, can I cast a
Maiden.
spell? I don't have any spells I can use, but can I
Yeah,
cast
you don't
a spell?
exist yet, sorry.
Yeah.
You don't
We're getting you, Dasha. We're getting to that.
You
in the
haven't
woods.
spawned in. You're like 30,000 blocks away. It's okay.
Dasha, we're getting to
You
you
know.
in the woods, Dasha. Give us a
We
second.
loaded our render distance very small for this server. You
Yeah.
know?
You're at
Yeah,
like
lab is
12
crazy.
chunks.
Yeah, you know, we don't have enough RAM. We don't have enough gigabytes of RAM to do
How
really
many dedicated gigabytes of RAM?
Yes, okay, yeah, Guiding Star. Yes. Yes, you may do that.
Just like
Take
show
out
us the
my-
way.
Yep.
Ion, what does this spell look like?
It looks like my arcane focus just turns into a star that shoots off like a light beam with an arrow. Very straightforward.
As you pull out your arcane focus, you kind of peer deeply into it and focus your magic, and you see inside the little specks of almost, to the untrained eye, would look like imperfections in the glass kind of focus, and little constellation-like lights begin to kind of pinprick and spiderweb between them before they point in the direction you wish to go.
Interesting.
And you head off
Excellent.
down the northern road.
Sweet.
You have a bit of a ways ahead of you. It's about 3 hours is what you were told
Mhm.
along the road before you cut into the woods.
Okay.
Let's start in Zidron. Are you being stealthy? Okay.
I can't really
Um,
physically beat stealthy, so not.
That's true.
really.
Among the trio, the three friends, what are your passive perceptions?
10.
Better than Noah.
It is.
Ion and Bellamy. What are your
12.
passives?
Ion. Karina.
You're muted.
Kariri.
Kariri.
Not a thing.
It worked!
Now.
It
did work.
It's 11.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
like
we
handling
low.
the bed.
We a little low.
It wasn't very high. Bellamy, you see two now familiar figures, maybe a quarter mile behind you.
Oh. Perfect. So don't do anything. Just keep walking. But we have a tail.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll kind of glance behind me.
No,
Just like casually. Just...
I presume it's the people from the inn.
They look familiar. I don't know, but we have a tail regardless. So Brendan, so are there a lot of is there a lot of foliage? Is there a lot of trees? Like what's around us right now?
Not yet.
No, it's just empty.
Visually, you know Rohan.
Yeah.
That's where you're at.
I also want to be very
Rolling-
clear.
Rolling hills, sparse, thick, thin woods.
We're not trying to be stealthy. Like
No, they're just walking behind you.
it's just walking behind you. We're not
Yeah.
trying to like be skulky. We're just like we're walking.
In your guys' footsteps, literally the exact same
Yeah,
path.
literally same path.
But it's like
Let him follow for now.
Yeah, they don't.
Either way, we'll be getting there first. So if they're trying to steal a job, let's just stay ahead of it.
I don't know. Maybe we're just going the same direction. Melma's just, gonna kind of stay on edge, kind of,
She might be like, they might be just wanting to visit the village. I don't know. Maybe they've heard.
Possibly. Either way, we'll stay on our toes. She'll just kind of like lead the charge, I guess.
They also might have like a stalker syndrome. Maybe they like to stalk people. I don't know.
I have heard of that.
Hmm.
Real shit. That was
Yeah.
Danny, not Violet.
Is over this period of travel, is there anything anyone would like to do?
Not particularly. I'll probably just be pretty stone quiet.
Eventually, you begin to cut your way off of the road, taking a left westward into unpaved, untraveled land. The road fades into rolling grasslands, into small kind of shrub oak and the occasional clusters of trees with rocky boulders outcroppings that kind of break the surface of the landscape as you go. Zodran and Lestat, they're not being stealthy, and neither of you are able to maintain visual sight of each other. You've had to close the distance a little bit to make sure they didn't just fade over the horizon, now that it's gotten a little bit more elevation in terms of hills and little valleys and things like that. I need Bellamy, Ion, and Violet to make survival checks to
You
find
asked
where
me
you're
as soon as I
going.
walked away. Can you roll?
That's
for
not
me?
my fault.
Can
I
you
can
roll
roll for
for
you,
me,
yes.
please?
Yes, I can. Let's see what we
I
got.
wanted to make a coffee, so I am.
You got a
You-
cookie.
Let's see.
For
Survival. Oh, you have
Pretty
a
sure survival
plus.
is
You have a +2.
one.
You have a +2.
+2. Okay.
Okay, 16 is kind of
Ion,
cute.
what did you get?
Cool.
Ion, what did you get?
I think she got a
13.
12. 13.
13?
13.
Violet.
Hell yeah.
You are able to quickly and adeptly lead your two companions around some of the more treacherous bits of landscaping, clusters of rock that have just either have a snake hiding underneath, hiding from the cold, or some of just the more treacherous bits and spots. About an hour into traveling now, you crest a small hill and you see this thin line of white smoke in this cluster of trees. Off, not too far. If you're looking at the map, you are roughly here. In which case, I will put your token right there. Oh,
Sweet.
you're like right here.
I can't
Was-
see anything yet, but yeah. I'm downstairs, so.
Oh, yeah. I just moved the token a little bit to represent where you were specifically.
Sweet.
But you
Alright.
see this thin line of smoke, maybe another half-mile away.
You said smoke?
Yes.
Oh boy.
First
Does it
thing,
look like a fire that's been like put out already, or like a fire that's still going?
it is a consistent stream.
Okay.
Thin little line of smoke.
I guess we'll follow that.
Okay. As you make your way closer and closer, you break through the trees and you see kind of nestled in this little kind of horseshoe-shaped abode with some heavy hills around it, heavy trees around it. You see this little cottage, maybe 30 by 30 feet, not huge. little circular windows on the sides and a bright red thatch roof that kind of comes to a point at the top. There's a large picnic table that looks like it was kind of like almost one of those picnic tables that looks like worn from natural trees, like it was made with like natural elements and the like. Um, little um, the little glass jars with twine kind of hang from the thatch edges of the roof with little flowers and bits of plants kind of growing out of them. And there is a large ovular door set into the side.
Ovular.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a big old.
I know. Just making fun of you.
I gotta come up with new words to say when I say so much.
I felt that.
Yes, man.
Okay, I'm back. Alrighty. So, I guess we'll approach the cottage cautiously, like staying aware.
Lestat and Zidron, you also see this cottage, and you see standing at the door of it the three people that you've been following for the last several hours.
How close
Is
do
there
you
anything
live?
you two would like to do? Yes.
I'll defer to your wisdom on this one. Dealing with people isn't my strong suit.
I think we'll get probably 15 feet away. Just kind of get off to the side and just watch.
The three other of you, as you begin to approach this doorstep, you raise a hand to knock on this door, and you turn and you see standing 30, 40 feet behind you these two strangers, just watching you.
Yeah, I don't believe I caught your names at the end.
That's right, you didn't.
Is there something we can help you guys with?
Not at all.
Look at Ion and look at Bellamy.
Uh,
Alright.
Well, since you're here, we're kind of in a situation here. Would you mind helping us out? We don't know exactly what to do here. We tried knocking, and so far nothing. Do you have any ideas?
Lestat's gonna go up to the door. There's a parcel here!
Oh shit! Hang on! And you hear pots and glass breaking as someone is immediately startled from their day with the assault of noise that you created.
That's one way to do it.
You hear them kind of fumbling and falling and stumbling over themselves as eventually a heavy weight gets pushed up against the door and it kind of jumps a little bit and 1 second, and it creaks open and you see maybe a 5 foot tall old crone of a woman, frizzy wild white hair that just kind of sticks out at all angles a little bit, just heavy and kind of bogged down, so it kind of falls in two sides on the side of her head. This kind of long nose that kind of droops off the side of her face. Her eyes are bright green, and she wears kind of this wrapping shawl that kind of just bundles up around her like she's wrapped herself in a blanket, and she has this long, thick, gnarled walking stick or stave of some kind that she kind of leans on. That itself has different little glass bottles and jars kind of tied off of it, and it kind of jingles and kind of clangs as she kind of stands there. Hello? What do you want?
Lestat will just turn and walk away. There.
Am I getting ding dong ditched? It's
We
been
got
so
a package
long.
for you from
Ooh.
a
Oh,
Jesse.
the mailman. Thank
Something
you,
like
dearie.
that.
Ooh, what's your name?
My name is Violet.
Oh, what a pretty name. And kind of reaches up and stretches up to one of the jars she has on her staff and pricks a flower.
Oh
He gives it to you.
I'll take it.
Pretty just like you.
Well,
Bellamy's
thank
like,
you.
I'm Bellamy.
Hi.
Ah,
Leave
Oh,
my man alone!
No, it's my turn. It's
This,
my turn.
This is deep down. This is not
This
D&D.
is-
This is Brett.
this is 10 years. This is 10 years in the
This is-
making, bro.
this is-
This is
this
Brent
my
getting
turn.
his run back. This is Brent getting his run back for 10 years.
Finally.
It's my turn, Trent. I can't get you in Florida, but I can get you now.
Hey, man, you should come visit sometime, man.
What is happening?
Now that I've got you right where I want you.
He's my friend here. He's had a bit of a
Oh.
night.
Is he your friend too? It kind of points after Lestat.
No.
Yeah, he's with us. They're both with us. Yeah, these are
Oh.
our companions.
Oh.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. They don't look. Bellamy's gonna kind of like put an arm over each, like, but they're good people.
5, 4,
I like my hands.
3.
Just chill. For 2 seconds.
Remove your
Okay,
hand.
but see, I mean, we're good people. We saw all the smoke and we figured
Oh.
we'd come by and see what's going on.
You're just visiting? No one visits. Hey,
No, ma'am. We came here to deliver this parcel. It's a thank you from a girl named Jessie that you helped not too long ago.
She's so good.
She seems to be.
Good. Let me see.
She'll hand it over.
Takes it, kind of opens it up and looks in. Just notices the food and just kind of. What's fresh? Fresh bread. It's been a while. Sweet girl. Bit of a prick for a father, but sweet.
Yeah.
She's sweet. She's sweet.
Big guy, real big guy.
Kind of paying a debt by doing
I
this.
think
so.
he's got some troll in him. Don't tell him I said that.
Wouldn't be
Kind of,
surprised.
and she kind of takes the basket and just turns and walks into her home, and the door's just kind of left open.
Do you want us to close the door?
Man!
Okay. She'll walk in.
Yeah, walking in, it's quite spacious considering how small it seemed on the outside. You see that there's still the same red thatch roof that you can see up to, but there are crossbeam rafters that have moss grown over them entirely, and there is like hanging down almost. What's it called, Trent? That fucking moss that hangs in Florida? That shit?
Spanish moss?
Yes, it's Spanish
Yeah,
moss.
Spanish moss.
It's like Spanish moss that just kind of hangs and kind of acts like almost like these natural living curtains. And you see that there are just little wooden shelves cramming almost every single wall of this little hut, filled with little bowls and little pots and cookware and plants and dried herbs and foods and little knickknacks of all sorts. There is an open circular area in the middle of the hut. Then off to one side, there's kind of a thin little table that kind of stretches along one wall that she kind of sits in a little stool, strokes her little fireplace off to the side, and begins taking out the foodstuffs and putting them on her table. Well, it's a very nice thing that you all came to visit and brought me my mail. Can I get you all anything in return?
Well, to be honest, maybe some more work if you got any.
Unless you want to chop firewood.
I can do that.
It's not a lot of. I'm an old woman. There's not a lot of work that I need done. People don't really like to come visit me. I have my potions and lotions and salves, but
Beans, grease, potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
it's it's people like what they're comfortable with. That's fine. I'm an old woman. I just keep to myself. It's quiet. It's nice. I have Birdie. He likes to come visit sometimes. He's a good fellow. Um, Not much work for me, no.
I'll
I'm
look to
sorry.
Ion and I'll just be like, is there anything you need?
Everyone that's in the hut, make an insight check, please.
Okay.
I simply will not.
Damn it.
I simply will not.
I think you should, AJ. I think you should. Hey, natural
No.
20.
You ain't there.
Am I not in the hut? Oh, I thought we walked in the hut.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Dasha.
I'm not, but I'm trying to persuade AJ into doing it.
Oh.
What?
4.
What the
So
hell,
no.
guys?
We all suck.
I know. I just rolled like shit.
Ion.
Plus
I got a
7
6.
insight.
Come on,
Who
Ion,
are you?
save us.
Fucking hell, she got a 6. Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
who? Wait, that's 5 rolls. Who didn't roll?
There's only 5 of us here, brother.
Oh, that's true.
We're so used to
You're
having
not
6
here.
players.
Watch
Yes,
those
yes. As you are going about your conversations, you're kind of looking around her home. What is everyone's passive perceptions one more time? I need to write it all down so I can
Passive
stop
is
asking.
17.
A 10.
11.
Does anyone who has over a 15? Okay. Zodron, you notice in the center of the hut, that circle of open space, around the edges of that circle, little mushrooms and flowers just kind of pop out of the ground.
Okay.
Going from that and looking at this old woman, she has also noticed. And oh dear. And she focuses on something and kind of twists her staff a little bit, and the glass little jars and
Does she seem worried or nervous though?
like something has come to her attention that she was not expecting. Thank you for visiting. I think you all should step outside, please.
Is everything all right?
But yes. I'm an old woman and I don't want my privacy. Privacy.
Okay.
We'll get to do your cauldron stuff.
Oh, fuck, it's too late. And as she says that, the windows blast open as wind shoots into the hut and begins to spin inside the building. This small tornado that fills the space, rattling these glass cans and pots, and these herbs and spices are sent flying, and you all yourselves have to shield your eyes as you are buffeted by the winds. And you all see now this circle of mushrooms and wildflowers has grown in the center of the hut as the herbs and plant life begin to coalesce in the center of the hut in this thick ball, this mass of greenery that itself begins to emit this bright green light from inside. This old woman steps forward, raises her staff high, and begins uttering this chant in this language I don't believe any of you speak. What languages do you all speak?
Like 5.
Am I included?
No. Sorry.
Infernal, Abyssal, Primordial, Celestial, and then Common.
None of those.
Deep speech, Elvish, Undercommon, and
Nope.
Common. Obviously.
Nope.
Anyone speak Sylvan, gang?
As this bright green light fills the chamber in front of you, the old woman herself, her eyes green, now glowing, piercing green light, and the little mason jars of herbs and spices themselves also glowing with this ethereal arcane light. The chanting gets more feverish and pitched as more and more leaves from outside, herbs, they all coalesce into this large mass in front of you, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet across, before it stops. The wind dies and this mass just falls and lands right in that center circle. The mushrooms and flowers circle remain. The old woman is.
What in the world was
I
that?
wasn't expecting that. I would have liked a little bit more of a heads up, and I didn't have guests.
You would have liked a little more of a heads up?
Oh,
Mushrooms almost killed us.
are you all right, dear?
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
you, not you.
Oh.
And this pile of leaves and greenery moves, and a head emerges.
Oh,
Glimmer, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
You find this legally medium-sized creature.
legally medium-sized creature.
Legally medium. That's Dasha's new nickname.
Legally medium-sized creature. 4'4". She has two very big blue, almost like bug eyes. White hair and white eyelashes. It almost looks like snow is like on them. Pale skin, very like high cheekbones, pointed nose. Very like long elven ears that go out. She looks like she's about to cry. She is just like her clothing is made out of leaves and stuff, and they're all tattered. She has two ginormous blue morpho butterfly wings behind her. Yeah, she just looks like in a state of disarray. She also has a golden lip ring on the bottom lip. Yeah. I don't know how the fuck I got here. Where am I?
Everyone's
Lock
heads
it in.
go
Lock
down.
it in, Dasha. If you use the
That's the
voice 3
character
times,
voice.
if you use it 3
Pick
times,
now.
it's locked in.
Pick now.
Got it.
It's going to be oddly British and high-pitched.
Lovely.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, you little thing. Hello. What's your name?
I'm Clement. What is yours?
Oh, I'm Deirdre. Call me
Deidre?
Call me Dee.
Dee Dee? Okay. I'm Glimmer.
Hello.
Hi, where am I?
I wasn't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting me either.
Okay, but why are you here? You were coming through one way or the other. I mean, someone knocked. I just opened the door.
Do you need
Yeah.
some help there? You're
I would like help. I would like to get back to the Feywild. That would be nice.
The what?
don't believe I can help with that.
No tuning forks. No one.
No.
Okay, this is fine. This is great. Which plane are we?
This is the material plane.
Oh, splendid. Okay. She'll like get up, like try
Help
and like
you up.
get
She'll
all
like
the
hold out a
dust
hand.
and like
help you up.
glitter and shit off of her dress. I'm Glimmer. Your names, if you don't mind me asking.
Violet.
Bellamy?
I see with the purple hair, very fitting.
She doesn't have purple hair. It's black.
Black
I
hair.
thought she had streaks of purple in it.
She has
Fuck.
purple eyes.
Oh, your eyes. I see what your parents did there. Very
I guess
clever.
eye, technically. You said your name's Glimmer?
Bellamy. She'll like stare up at Lestat and Vol. I have no idea how to say your character's name. Zadran? Zadran. Okay. Hello.
She nods at you.
That one doesn't speak very much. Referring to, not Zatron Lestat.
How refreshing.
You're trying to get to the Feywild, you said?
Have some tea. Kind of just gives you this little like wooden saucer, with some sort of drink inside. Glimmer.
She's just sipping it.
Kind of notice Dee Dee kind of looking amongst you all, the rest of you, kind of on edge. But
Are you all
Can I have some of your bread.
Hmm?
In the basket, there's like a bunch of bread in it. Can I have some?
Oh, sure. And just gives you the basket. No, it's, Nope, she's just visiting. Just visiting.
Can I make an insight check, Brandon? Are in
Go for
her mind, are the threats like internal? Like, is one of us the reason she's nervous, or is it like an outside thing?
Go for it.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
Probably.
I the problem.
16.
A little bit of both. I don't know these people. I don't know who these people know. I'm
Dee,
uncomfortable.
I have a question. You
Yes.
said that like it was someone knocking. I can't do a British accent. Holy fuck! I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Razor blades?
This is my favorite thing about Dasha playing D&D with the
She
voice.
always
Is she always
mutes.
mutes, gives herself her like ping words, and then comes back
That's
every single time.
What are your trigger words for this character?
Read her like a book.
You said governor when I was saying hello, governor.
Hello,
That-
governor.
Read her like a fucking book.
That and bottle of water.
Sorry, Ryan.
Continue, please.
Get fucked, right?
um, sorry.
Dogging him on 2 different accents.
Focus up, Dasha.
I can't. I have the giggles. I'm
Just-
sorry.
Deep breaths, dear.
Okay. You said that there was someone knocking on the other side. Can't you
Yes.
just like walk back?
No.
Okay.
And kind
Okay.
of she looks down to the circle of mushrooms and flowers, and you see one of the mushroom kind of just does a little wiggle. Almost in response to her words.
I'll wiggle a finger at the mushroom.
You can make me... Actually, no, you know what this is. This is a face circle.
Fuck yeah. Okay, I know as Dasha what that is too, yeah.
For you, specifically, face circles aren't just places of magic. Sometimes they're things. Sometimes a face circle can have a little bit of life itself. Kind of like this one. At least that's what it looks like at first glance.
Okay.
It kind of wiggles back at you.
Does it look like a fey mushroom or like a material plane mushroom?
It looks pretty
look like a
material.
mushroom.
It looks material plane, but you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, no, this is a face circle. Like
Okay.
in your bones, you're like, no, this is Feywild.
Okay. Cool.
No, it's you. Someone didn't knock. What sent you here? You were sent to me, but who sent you to me?
Some people in my... I need to pull up my backstory. I'm blank. What are... You know how you have the court? It was one of the higher ups in my court.
Why?
Oh dear. I can't send you back. Sorry. That's
Okay.
beyond my means currently.
Do you know someone who could send me back?
I don't know many people. Sorry.
No, many people either. It's okay.
Well,
Thank you for your help.
If you need, it sounds like you're gonna be on this plane for some time, at least until you can find a portal. But you're welcome to join me and Ion and Bellamy if he stays.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
fine. This is great. It's not like I was just evicted from my home. This is wonderful. New roads.
I'm sure that's not what happened.
Yeah. No, this is.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I'm not 100% sure either.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well,
New experiences. She'll just like look out the window and just see the material plane. It's like, this is exciting.
It's grass.
Huzzah.
yeah.
It's grass.
I mean, I guess
Oh.
I can kind of get it. Well, we were probably on our way out, so now's your chance if you wanted to come with.
I will. I want to be staring at Lestat, but I don't want to blink. I just want to try and like Loki do a staring contest with him.
Sure.
I think he'll turn, and he's like 2 feet taller than you, and just look down.
Yeah.
Can you defend yourself?
She has like a giant longbow behind her. Yeah. What do you think this is for?
Carrying a weapon and using it are 2 different things.
Yeah, but like, fuck, why am I going Californian?
You're not. It's okay. You're thinking too hard about it.
Why would I carry a longbow and not use it? That seems like a lot of effort.
Maybe you're right. Just so long as you can take care of yourself.
Has Lestat blinked at all? Because Glimmer has not.
Unstoppable force versus a movable object. Who will
much.
win? Well, I think we've overstayed our welcome. It was a pleasure.
As you turn to address Dee Dee, you see she is staring out the window, kind of focusing at something you can't quite see.
Can I try to see it?
Yes,
You can make perception checks, yeah.
not my strongest suit, but better than Nova, as we say.
Hey, where's that one?
Log it.
You got more than me with a nat one. That's crazy.
Damn, disclosure.
Dirty 20.
You
Oh, hey, Anemone.
gotta change your
Oh,
D&D Beyond.
My name in D&D Beyond is Glimmer.
I didn't put it in as an enemy.
I didn't either.
If it's on your sheet, then who knows, man.
On your sheet. Character sheet.
Your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah, it's Glimmer.
Anyways.
Oh, weird.
Meh, whatever. You look out and you just see she's looking north, deeper into kind of some mountains, low mountains and thicker forest. You don't really see anything.
Nothing on a dirty 20?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. You see what looks like a tall pine tree, a tall pine tree just out of view. And just
It falls?
in the distance. It was standing and then it falls. And you kind of look over to Dee Dee and she's like, oh, fucking hell.
Oh, what's happening?
Hitchhikers.
Hitchhikers.
They hitchhiked your portal.
Oh no, are they Feywild hitchhikers?
Yay, probably.
We should leave.
Why?
Right now.
Let me explain. Someone threw Little Glimmer here through a door, and someone was waiting for a door to walk through and followed her without permission.
I don't think that's how doors work.
Feywild
Care
doors
to
are very
explain to me
different.
how interplanar travel works, young man?
What does that mean?
Damn, got him.
Because now there are, I don't know what, over there. and they don't belong there.
Should we be taking care of that?
It would ease an old woman's heart if you would fix that problem. It kind of gives you this kind of puppy dog look.
Will it
But-
also be in this old woman's good gesture to give rewards after defeating such hitchhikers?
We could use some money.
You would extort an old woman.
Why did you help the girl?
It's in my nature.
And what nature is that?
Being helpful.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I love her.
Same. I love the way Bren plays her. I love the old lady voice. It's great.
It's in my nature.
21. It's genuine, but you think that there are other reasons as well. That you're not... Almost like she has a personal stake a little bit, but it does seem to come from a genuine, real place.
I looked as a Zadron.
Kind of gives like a
Get the
kind of.
cool. I'm walking out. I'm going towards the tree.
Yep. Follow.
The hitchhikers, you mean?
Yup.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. We shall also go.
I am also joining.
I'm hiding behind
Okay.
whoever is Violet and Bellamy between them, like a
Okay.
sandwich.
After we deal with the tree thing, we will be right back. Thank you so much for letting me in.
I'll make dinner!
I look
Sounds
forward to it.
lovely.
And kind of holds up the basket of goodies that y'all brought her.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna like snag another slice of bread.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, we'll go after the hitchhikers, I suppose. Do we know exactly where they are?
Glimmer saw a tree fall down like half a mile north.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Did it make any sound?
It was far away.
I wish my divine sense sensed Faye, but oh well.
If direction is north, guiding star lasts for 8 hours.
Can you pick a new target with it, though? Or would you have to cast it again?
I don't know.
Let's look.
Can I make some kind of survival check to try to make my way
In a
through
moment.
this?
Ion. Yes, y'all can make survival checks.
Sweet.
Guiding star.
Natural
doesn't- that's
20!
true.
Put that on the
Let's
fucking list!
go.
I will
Cool dice.
say. This lasts 8 hours? Jesus.
Natural
Damn,
19.
Now we're all rolling good! Let's
Yeah.
go!
Yeah, it's a ritual anyway, Ion, so I'll say that you can refocus it to cast on your... Well, you don't have a destination in mind, is the thing. You have a direction, but you don't have a place to go. Does that make sense?
Karina?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're not really able to focus it anywhere. You don't have like, cool, here's some coordinates, or here's my goal, my destination. It's just north. There's a lot north. Okay, what were these rolls again? We got a natural 20, we got a 21, we got a 22. You're all pretty easily able to find. You make your way vaguely north. You kind of spread out in a loose line a little bit. Violet, you're the first to see. There is a large pine tree, maybe 2 feet in diameter, that is snapped clean in two and is completely fallen to the ground. Looking around, you see in the dirt there are deep kind of gouges in the earth of ground that has just been kind of pulled up and dropped. You see there are kind of deep, kind of shallow, kind of cuts in the ground a little bit.
Hey, Bren, I have a question. Would I have any reason to suspect that there could be some stuff from specific courts here
Not that you know
Anyone?
of.
No, this doesn't remind
This-
me
it's
anything about a
it's
certain
this
nightmare Eldenwood.
It's literally just like broken landscape that someone has
Okay.
just ran through. It's
Can-
hard to put anything on that because there's so much.
Can I
Okay.
use my Hell Sight feature? Until the end of my next turn within 60 feet, I know the location of creatures using magic to hide or disguise themselves.
Sick.
You get nothing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anyone
These
else?
creatures definitely Fey. Do we know that? Or are they something else, maybe?
I mean, they came from the Feywild. I would assume that they are Fey. We don't
Okay.
know anything, but
I will. Actually, no, never mind. I'll just keep searching, like, try to look for clues, I guess.
Looking for clues. Yeah, there is a pretty definitive path to follow.
Okay.
Bren, can I be stealthing?
Yes, you may.
Yay.
Make stealth checks. Anyone who would like to make stealth checks.
I will not be doing that.
I'll
I
try
am
to
not
roll.
stealthy.
It's
Let's
okay. I got
get
a
a marching order.
natural
Let's
one.
get a marching order.
I'll be
I don't-
somewhere near the front.
11.
I would like to be second to last in the back.
Who's in the front?
I'll be up front.
I'll be right behind my boy.
I'll be
I
like
might-
third then.
I'll be in the middle.
Ion should probably be last.
Wizard do wizard
Okay.
stuff.
Street rat.
Respect.
Alright, I'm
Um,
last.
As you begin to make your way through, you see off to one side pretty easily to spot. You see there is looks like a doe of some kind, freshly killed, kind of draped over the side of another broken tree, and the back half of it, after the front legs, is just gone, like ripped clean off.
Ooh.
How tall? How high up is it?
This broken tree, it's broken. Maybe like 5 feet up, is where the break is. There's kind of damage along the entire trunk,
Yeah.
and then what's left of this carcass of this animal is kind of splatted up against it.
I'll try to climb to the remainder of the carcass if I could, and just
Yep.
hoist it over my shoulder and get
Yeah.
it to ground level.
For
And then
you,
just
easy
with my hands, just cut a little hole. I don't care if people start walking. I'm just gonna cut a little hole, dig out a little hole big enough to put it in, and then try to cover it.
Yeah, you all watch as Lestat kind of climbs up this tree, fetches the remains of this animal carcass, and begins burying it.
Why are you doing that?
Because even in death, things should be honored. I'm not gonna let this thing just lie there.
I can respect that.
Anything else?
I'll just keep an eye out for whoever did this, try to find tracks or anything.
Can
Yes.
I help Lestat bury the doe? Now I just asked him, as we're doing this, is this one of your customs?
I don't have those. No.
Hey,
Okay.
Stat, if you or your friend were to kill me, would you bury me too?
If you deserved a funeral, then yes.
What if it was a warrior's death?
Then you deserve a funeral.
Okay. You know what? I think we're getting somewhere.
Don't stand too close. I can still smell your breath.
Yeah.
I can
Those-
fix that. I'm gonna cast Druid Craft so the flowers nearby bloom.
Damn, that's crazy.
Some wildflowers kind of just pop out of the ground.
Those are nice. Can I pluck one?
I suppose, Lestat, I hope the floral aromas cover up his breath. I hope it's satisfactory enough.
It's not.
I'm sorry, I tried.
You don't have to apologize for others' actions. Or
I'm
the consequences of
apologizing
them.
for my own actions. But I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
Is that one of your customs? Is there not teeth care here in the material plane?
I've just been on the road for a little while. Quickly going place to place, as it were. Don't have time for hygiene.
I'm sorry.
While they've been doing it, can I cast Precipitation on Bellamy to
Yeah.
make him clean?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's an
We're all
improvement.
just trying to fix this man.
Bro, I said an offhand thing and I gave him character traits. I'm sorry. I'm not, but I'm sorry.
Hey, this is payback, right?
Yeah.
So
Listen,
we getting started, baby.
Let's go.
I'll
baby.
give you the flowers. Karina will give you the magic. It's
I'll
fine.
take it where I can get it.
Zadron,
Yes.
this thing wasn't killed for hunting, was it?
That's correct.
So they die.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Violet and Ion. His name's Zadron.
Caught that.
Is he your father?
No.
I'm writing it down.
Violet's a little distracted, just looking for the tracks of whoever did this.
And you find some.
Yes!
You had a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
There are deep grooves, similar to paws, but long. Not the claws that are long, which they are, but the paw themselves is kind of
Yeah.
almost hand-like in length. Definitely quadrupedal.
Okay.
And there is, as you go, it doesn't look like it's battering things with its limbs necessarily. As you go, you see there's this area of freshly upturned dirt and earth. But the tree next to it, maybe about 9 feet up, it has a thick, heavy gouge out of the side of it, almost like it was just blasted with pure force. And it's like, this thing didn't reach up and hit it. So you're like, I don't, you're trying to come up with some arrangement of limbs and shape that would allow for this kind of destruction while matching the tracks, and you're not quite able to see it quite yet. But you do have a solid path to follow.
Yeah, I'll definitely follow that path.
Anything else? Okay.
I'm just watching over the burial.
Quickly enough, Lestat and Glimmer, you're able to dig a little bit of a hole big enough for what remains of this this dough, and quickly cover it up again. Anything else? Okay. You turn your attention back towards the kind of destruction that you have been following this entire time. As you go, kind of getting towards a bit more rocky, thick wooded area. I'd like everyone to roll a stealth check, please.
Disadvantage for me, because I got heavy armor.
15.
23.
One.
Another natural one.
7.
That's a lot of natural ones for session number 1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So far.
Disadvantage -1 for sure.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's fitting. I don't think either of
This
us
is-
would be
I
stealthing.
got
This-
17.
This is what I expected. Glimmer,
I got-
this is... Yes, Ion, I'm sorry.
I got 17.
Woo! Go!
Glimmer, This is a weird place, but there's trees and grass and all kinds of places to hide. And you're able to kind of quickly get the hang of the lay of the landscape. And you all watch as Glimmer kind of disappears and reappears, kind of ducking between bushes and long bits of grass and behind trees. Pretty effective. Ion, you're pretty light on your feet yourself, but everyone else, not so much.
Can I say one thing with Glimmer? The back of her wings are like camouflaged for like tree bark almost, but like two like eyes on the back. And I feel like at one point she's just like on one tree, turns around and faces the other tree.
All right. As you all are traveling, you eventually make your way to this clearing. Some heavy trees off to each side, and there's a small creek that kind of runs down from the mountains before you and past you. And you see, well, Cedron, because you're the only one with a high enough passive. Actually, no. Fuck that. I'm gonna roll. What am I doing? Just giving you shit.
Hey, give it to me.
Hold on.
Whoa, what do you mean?
And hold on.
It's spicy if we have to hold on.
Hark.
Bro, let me be Mayor / Cirrus, bro. Please, let me get my perception on.
Yeah, no, you see it.
Hey,
Uh,
I have insight with this character.
you what?
I
Oh,
have insight with
that's
this character.
okay. You have insight. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, okay. Insight the fucking trees. You see maybe how far is this from you? Maybe 80 feet in front of you, there is a kind of a thick pile of like scrub oak with some larger trees kind of over it, and you see there's something in that brush that is just kind of ripping and tearing. It's something you can't quite see, but it is dark and large.
Just as we're walking, just
Like 80 feet in front of you.
1 o'clock.
Just taking a great sword out, dragging it on the ground. It's go time. It's action time.
Just take the fucking tower shield out from my back, unhook the mace in the hip, and I'll fucking
There we
right
go.
behind them.
We going towards it.
What is 1 o'clock?
I'll fall in right behind him. Pull my
Well, if that's the
rapier out.
case, everybody roll initiative.
Let's go.
What's 1
Yeah,
o'clock?
now.
Initiative.
24!
I suck at this.
Let's go, Sir John!
Hey!
Oh, 7.
Actually,
Another natural one.
14.
hey, welcome to the club, Trent.
Hey, let's go.
Welcome to the
First
club.
session, baby.
All right. But I do need to take a quick break because I need to port the monster. I was trying to fucking do it as we were getting started. Plus, I've had to pee for 3 hours. So we're going to take a quick
Oh my
break.
God.
Go
and we're
piss,
gonna get
boy!
everything
Don't hold your
fixed.
piss for us. Go piss,
That's
girl.
commitment.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that in the recording.
Let me know when everyone's good. Ion, are you okay? Do you need me to Jaeger you? What do you need?
Do you want me to
yeah,
stream,
You
Karina?
need.
Okay, where
no,
would-
just move me
Where would you like
somewhere.
to
Close to someone.
be? You want to be by Violet, Bellamy, or Glimmer?
Probably Violet.
Okay, you're over here.
Thank you.
Okay. You all watch as emerging from the brush in front of you, this large creature, lion-like, but 8 feet at the shoulder with large bat-like wings, a thick mane face that is almost humanoid, and a long spined tail behind it. Please. Nope!
It looks exactly like
It
that.
didn't. It didn't fix the fucking token appearance. Let me fix that to what it actually looks like. There he is.
Huzzah!
Hey.
As the Feywild Manticore emerges. It is going to roll initiative now. Ba-ba-da-boop-ba. Initiative. Where is initiative on this motherfucker? Where's the initiative button on this thing's sheet?
Fuck if I know without looking at it. It should just be under. It's just a dex check, I guess.
Yeah.
Or when you put it in combat, it'll come up with a little dice for you. You can just roll it from there.
What I tried to do. It's hostile.
Is it in combat mode? Like, does it have a
Yes.
little?
Oh, here it is.
weird.
Whoop.
Shield?
Yeah.
No. There we go.
Okay.
Oof. Okay. First up, Glimmer.
Hi, hello. Yep, it's within range. I'm gonna try and hit it with my longbow. Yeah. Actions. Longbow. Roll. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay, I'm also going to
Let me...
do favored foe, so I gotta add a d4 to that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark as well.
Okay.
So that's an extra d6. So let me roll that d4 and that
That's
d6.
concentration.
So I get to do that, and then I also get to roll 1d4 plus 4.
I
So
don't have concentration as a status on here, sadly.
I'll just remember, don't worry. 1d8
Okay.
plus 4, sorry. Ah,
I need to
It's-
give...
it's going to be 15 total damage.
Brent, I can get with you and show you the modules that Vault and I have like got together and used to make it easier for like concentration and shit. We'll do that over the weekend.
I'm also gonna fly. Oh, I get to do an extra attack for free since I'm Gloomstalker.
Yeah, because you go first.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
this is what Ryan telling me, so I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah.
Gloomstalker is really like the best ranger in my opinion.
Oh
Absolutely.
God bless.
One of only two good ones.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay, and then let me double check if I get to add stuff because of favored foe. For the first time on each of your turns, you hit any favored. Okay, I don't get to do that. But because of my other thing, Hunter's Mark, I think I get to add an extra d6. I do. Okay. Wait, no, that's just when I kill. Wait, I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
How do I give Ryan vision? Because he's not here.
No, yeah, okay.
I think you just give everyone vision at that
Yeah,
point.
you would have
Yeah,
to
but he doesn't
do
have
the
a
same
token.
thing.
He doesn't have a token.
You'd have to do the same thing with the scene for the world map. Is like turn global vision off unless there's like something outside of these borders or walls that you don't want us to see.
Brent, that's gonna be an
There we go.
extra 10 damage.
10 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
And then I'm flying 30 feet in the air in the tree. I can't mechanically hide, but I'm trying to.
Unfortunately, I was not able to find a flying module.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sure,
Okay.
AJ has one eventually that he can share with
I
you.
found the same one, but it wouldn't let me download it.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
It's now in core. It's now in core Foundry. They put flying into core. So
Oh.
yeah, it's in core now. You have to go into the settings and finagle it, and then it gives you that animation by core. It was one of those modules that like the team was like, "Hey, hours."
I'll do that later. I'll do that later, I
Yeah.
guess.
At the start of my first turn in each combat, my walking speed. Sorry, keep going. But in theory, I can move 10 more, but I won't.
Okay. Let me actually begin combat. Zadran, your turn.
Bonus action spells, second level or lower, like how we usually do, or is it different here?
Bonus action spells, second level or lower.
Sick. Okay, cool. I will just
If you're casting 2 spells
Yeah.
of levels.
2 level spells. I'll just put out the shield. These like 4 or 5 little rings of like red just start to like spiral and then expand out, making this like dome of spiraling red circles around me. Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then this visage of this like skull, like ox head with horns appears over Violet, Lestat, and forget it. What's the trans? Bellamy. Those 3. I'm gonna cast Bless on those.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
That was better.
shit.
That's
All right,
better.
who's blessed?
Violet, Bellamy, and Lestat. They all have this
Sick.
little, this little symbol above their head that follows them.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's gonna have to be on y'all to remember that because I literally don't have the little things to put on you, unfortunately. And I'm just gonna put stuff on you that says dead, stunned, confused, and I don't want
There
to do
is
that.
one for
We
Bless.
can, we can do it, gang. If you right click on your token, there's a little like person with Super Saiyan aura, and then
Yeah,
in the
where's
bottom
Bless?
right, right above the holy shield is Bless.
Oh, there you go. You're blessed. Those
Sick.
of you who are blessed are blessed. Glimmer. The answer is yes. Please roll that damage that you are supposed to roll.
I'm also gonna move.
Thank you.
1.
Add an extra 1 damage.
Okay. All righty.
That's it.
It is the Feywild Manticore's turn. It is. Far away are all y'all? Oh shit. What do I want to do? Gotta have like multiple. Shut up. And I just fucking closed my page. Of course I did.
How much damage did I do to it? 30?
Think so.
Crazy.
Okay. On its turn, it is going to spread its mighty wings and is going to fly 50 feet. Yeah, he's gonna go right here. Yeah, right there.
Good.
All right. I want to delete this line here. There we go. Okay, and then.
Oh, hello.
Hi. The Feywild Manticore gets to make 3 attacks. Fun. Let's see. Let me actually write it down. That way I'm not flipping between pages. 2 claw. It can make 3, but it's only going to make 2. It's going to forego using its bite to cast Entangle on you 3. Ion, Violet, and Lestat. Go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Ooh, not my strong suit.
Am I proficient in these? Oh, we are blessed.
Oh, that's not bad though. 16. Oh yeah,
Not
plus a
one.
d4.
Not
So
one.
it's actually 18.
18 succeeds.
Hell yeah.
15.
15 succeeds.
5.
5 fails.
I would never have guessed.
You are restrained, but it is going to make its 2 attacks against Violet, because Violet is the one that is right there. It is going to make 2 claw attacks at you.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit,
Nope.
and 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Take 9 points of slashing damage.
Roki dokie.
And that is its turn. Next up, we have Ion.
Can I move 30 feet back?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Let me make sure that the Manticore doesn't have that much reach. I don't believe it does, but I just want to double check because core 5. It does not. Yes, you are safe. So 30 feet back. The map only goes so far, unfortunately. So I'm gonna put you diagonal if that's okay.
That's fine.
So 30 feet will be over here.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the Feywild Manicore. It looks like a trail of constellations following it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ryan, can you see? I never confirmed with you.
I don't think 11 hits.
11 does not hit, unfortunately, no.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay, next up we have Lestat. You are
So I'm
restrained. Your speed is
restrained.
0.
Okay, what is it at the end of my turn or?
No, you have to make it. You have to use an action to make a strength check against the save DC.
Action. Okay, so I can still take bonus actions then.
You can.
Cool. I will use a baleful interdict on it.
You have actions as well, but you have to use an action to get.
Yeah. I'll use one baleful interdict on it, and then I will use my action. What check is it? Is it a what is it?
Strength.
Strength check.
Just strength to get out.
Oh, then I G
Succeeds,
for 21
succeeds.
plus the cool. But that's my action. I mean, fuck it. I want to hit this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use my invoke authority. Actually, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. I'll do my invoke authority and use infernal surge, so I get an action back. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna attack this thing.
Go for it.
20 plus bless, so 20. Word.
It's
It's baleful interdicted, so it's gonna take 46. 19 points of damage. 2d6 of that is necrotic, if that makes a difference.
It does not.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Okay. Next up we have Violet.
Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a preparatory round for me, but my action, I am going to channel Divinity's Sacred Weapon.
Okay.
My weapon will emit 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light, which doesn't really matter right now, but it gives me a +1 or a +3 to attack rolls, and it is considered magical. Can't make an attack yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bonus action Sanctuary on myself so I can't get hit, or at least there's a smaller chance of me getting hit. But I'm going to stand my ground right here.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Bellamy, you're up. Glimmer, you are on deck.
So, is Lestat or Violet restrained in any way?
No.
No? Okay. So Bellamy is going to close. Oh, not the thing selected here. Whoops. Close the distance here, and he's going to use sneak attack on the Manticore.
You're a swashbuckler, correct?
Yeah.
I don't believe you get sneak attack like other rogues do.
I have advantage on attack roll. Well, it says there's the Rockish Audacity. It says other rules of sneak attack still apply.
Yes. You're fine.
Yeah, okay.
You're good then.
All right.
It's been a while since I've looked at rogues yet.
Yeah, this is my first time playing a rogue, so I'm trying to
Yep.
make sure I'm doing this right.
You're good.
Get that sneak attack.
I'm going to roll here. That is a 15.
Let's go,
It
baby.
does not hit, unfortunately.
But you got bless!
Can I use my bless?
But you have bless. You have
Bless!
bless. You are blessed.
That's
Let's
blessed.
fucking go. I'll be right back. I gotta go piss, girl.
It's a 17 hit.
17 just hits.
That's why we use Bruce!
Let's go, baby.
Boy.
All right, here we go. So we have that.
How tall is Bellamy?
He's 5'10".
Okay, we can do the fastball special, gang.
That's all. What's we need? We need these. So you take 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And now Bellamy is going to, because he attacked the I can use fancy footwork, Bellamy's going to get some business now.
Yes, you can. Glimmer, is your turn.
It is my turn. I'm going to try and hit it again.
Go for it.
I would love to. Natural 20.
Natural
God
20.
damn! Dasha's
Okay,
okay,
so
fucked tomorrow, gang.
They're going to be fucked, which is
Fuck.
not good. I probably need them the most tomorrow. However, as a Glimmer, I'm shining. I need help with brutal criticals. I never.
Yep. What is your damage? What is your what dice do you need to roll for normal damage?
D8, D4, and D6.
So add 18.
So roll your normal damage with your modifier and then add 18.
Okay, that's going to be a D8 plus 4 plus 18, so that's going to be plus 22.
This is why brutal criticals fuck.
It's God bless for whatever, like, chosen enemy and whatever. Okay, 25 damage.
He's like, I don't know.
Bren, I have a proposition for you. Can I use all my movement to hide?
No.
Okay, I tried.
No.
Yeah.
Hide is very specific. You have to use an action or a bonus action depending on what your class allows you to do.
Yeah, okay. That's
You
my
have
turn.
big blue butterfly wings flying in the sky.
Uh-huh. I was
You
hoping
have to
that-
roll to hide.
Okay,
You gotta,
okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Zedron, it's your turn.
First, I'm going to, as an action, I'm going to incite rampage. So Bellamy and Lestat get an attack as a bonus action on their next turn.
Oh,
Is that a spell or is that your channel divinity?
It is just an action that I have. I have a
This is
number. I
fair
have a
by
number of
rule.
charges per long rest.
Oh, that's your cleric shit.
Yep.
Chunky.
So the symbols above their heads glow with this bright red light. The aura encompasses like most of their head. And
Okay.
then as my bonus action, nothing yet, but I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna kind of get a little closer in.
He
Okay,
always does this.
it is the Manticore's turn. The Manticore.
I know. He's just like, get away from me.
Yeah, it's a little pissed off. I don't know why there's swords in the background, but
yeah, I was gonna
whatever.
say.
Okay,
It's the
I
claws, the
need
claws
to
of the swords.
roll.
I feel like I'm in danger.
Yeah.
The one in the tree, 30 feet up.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't know
it's
about
going
that.
to sacrifice a bite in order to catch. It is going to actually. It needs to move a little bit, I believe.
Opportunity attack, you say?
Shoot. Cone. No, it's gonna stay right here.
Wait.
Lestat, how many hit points do you have?
Oh my god, that's a lot of dice, guys.
31.
You are blinded. It
Ah.
casts color spray. As it
Okay.
opens its mouth and this glowing blue light flashes out, you're the only one blinded because it is a combined amount of hit points among targets in a 15-foot cone. You take all of it because you're right there. Zedron is not blinded because there's just one hit point left.
Cool.
Yes, Glimmer.
Now that I've seen this creature, have I ever seen this creature before?
Nope.
No? I couldn't guess what court it's from.
Where are you scared?
Court. I don't
There's
think this thing is
not
from a
everything. Not everything has a court.
I don't know how the Feywild
But
works. I'm
it's
trying to
not court.
figure it out.
court. That is your
Maybe.
character.
It is going to make 2 claw attacks against Lestat.
Damn.
Are they at like advantage or something because he's fucking blind?
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I'm good.
Yep.
24 to hit,
Yep.
and
On that 20.
a 14 to hit, which will miss.
That is my armor class.
Ooh, so that's
Oh.
2 hits.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay, so
I'm
take
not fully clad in armor.
6 damage and 4
Did he have
damage.
1 hit point left?
Cool.
It's not a lot.
There was
No.
one
Oh wait, no,
hit
that
on
was
the
because of
color.
Pillar Grace. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind.
Okay, that is the Manticore's turn. Ion, it is your turn.
Ion!
Fuck him up, Karina. Fuck him up.
Get they asses,
Oh.
Karibi.
Alright, alright.
Not a thing.
Well, guiding bolt didn't help, so I don't know. I'm just gonna scorching ray. A second
Roll
level.
to hit.
Okay, I'll roll all 3 of them. The first one is 15. That misses.
Yep.
The second one is 23. It
That
hits.
hits. That hits.
And the other one is 16, so I guess that miss.
Also misses.
Yeah.
Roll
so
2d6.
that's 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Alright.
And that's
Alright.
my turn.
Okay. Lestat and Violet is on deck.
So can I attack this thing even though I'm blinded at disadvantage?
With disadvantage, yes.
I mean,
It's right. You
I'm
saw.
blessed.
Disadvantage focus.
Yeah.
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 Let me actually double check on blinded because I know we've talked about that before.
17?
Blinded. A
Plus one
blinded
for 18?
creature. Yeah, your attack rolls just have disadvantage.
Woo! Well, the 17 at disadvantage plus 1 for 18?
17 just hits.
Woo!
18 hits.
That's
18
my
hits.
action for 13 points of slashing, and then
13?
Zadrana get a bonus action for that attack, right?
Yep.
Another one, baby. 18!
Hits.
I don't need to see! For
That's
10
my
more.
boy.
For 23
Bro,
in
just
total.
like,
Anything else?
That is my turn.
All right, Violet.
Right. So I am going to schmack with my Morning Star. Not my quarterstaff as it is
Wing.
usually said.
Swing.
Alright, and I'm adding the +3 as well from my sacred weapon. Might
And
need
D4. And a D4.
it. 16?
And a D4. You're blessed.
And a D4, I'm sorry. 17.
Just hit.
oh, let's
Ah.
go.
Alright.
That's probably
And
blessed.
then I am going to smite. So here's just the base damage. And then I'm gonna roll my 2d8 extra radiant damage for divine smite.
Okay.
What can I do as a bonus action? Eh. Nah, I think that will likely be my turn. I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions. So that's
Okay.
it.
Okay, Bellamy. Glimmer, you're on deck.
Huzzah!
Bellamy is gonna do the same thing. He's gonna run up to him. He's gonna attempt to use sneak attack again.
Okay.
Am I still blessed, or is that?
Yes.
You are still blessed.
And your
Alright,
bonus action
so-
attack.
Where's my D4? Oh yeah,
Damn,
the bonus action.
Karina's fucking internet's out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's okay.
Alright. That's
The
unfortunate.
bonus action attack?
Yeah, I get the bonus attack. You're right. Alright,
Yeah.
we'll roll it again.
Oh,
This
you
one
rolled
for sure.
another natural one? Oh my god. Buddy.
This one for sure!
Yeah, this is 21.
Hits.
Woo!
Alright, do I still get sneak attack? Is this a bonus that he
Mhm.
was given to me? I do? Alright, sweet.
Allies are within 5 feet of it.
Yep, alright. So this is going to be. 6.
I love this
That
song.
is going to be 14.
14 damage. All right. Glimmer.
This is gonna be crazy, but I'm going to try and hit it again with my longbow.
Roll.
No one would have expected this. It's rolling. I got a natural 2 for 10.
Nope. Anything else?
I sit in the tree. I'm just
Okay.
Yep.
Nope.
Zadran.
That's crazy. Bonus action. My one attack spell, spiritual weapon.
Okay. I don't
Let's go.
have a
Over
sword
here.
prepared.
That's
I don't
alright.
have one.
See, just you don't.
I didn't port over items.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
don't. You definitely don't have this. The spiritual weapon is this skeletal ox crawls out of the dirt and just fucking
Yeah, I don't have that.
charges and rams at this manicore.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
That one.
You and I, baby.
But
Not one game.
I'm so used to high level play.
you don't have to hit
God.
for this feature. I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
I was gonna see if that was just a 5x5 and it's
No,
not.
I'm gonna
so.
use pure ferocity, my channel divinity. So it has to make a wisdom save or become frightened of me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shocker. Not very wise.
That'll
19.
do it. That'll do it. Action and rampage. On everyone, Violet, Bellamy, and Jasad.
So can I have a question on that? Is it on your next turn, or is it you just hold it? Like you can
Your
stockpile
next
it?
turn.
Yes,
Next
their
turn,
next
fuck.
turn.
Wait, what is it you gave us?
You get
The bonus action attack.
Oh, cool.
The little blessed symbol like glows with like bright red light. So you're
Okay.
Yeah.
On its turn, the Manticore is going to fly. Bellamy, Lestat, and Violet all get opportunity attacks if you choose to take them.
Sick. Let's
And
go.
is going to fly 50
Haha.
feet.
I'm
This
in
way.
danger. Oh, never mind. We're
I
good.
got 19 to hit.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Lestat, that hits as well.
Almost max damage too. Went off.
I got 12 damage on it.
10.
Ooh, he's looking hurt.
I think it's what this backwards.
The Manticore is going to make 3 barbed tail attacks. It is going to do... needs to make a wisdom save on Zadran.
No, actually, yes.
Because you are sanctuaried.
Yes, correct.
Um,
I forgot sanctuary is a concentration. It's fucking the same.
yeah, fucking natural 1.
Woo! Add it to the tally!
So
He has to choose someone
instead, he's going to attack Glimmer once and Lestat twice. Because
Huzzah!
that's who he can see. Against Glimmer, damn, natural 7. Or natural 2.
Let's go.
You watch as its thick barbed tail rears up over it, and it shoots these large stake-like projections out at you. It just barely skims by you, but shoots straight through a tree limb right behind you. Lestat, there are 2 coming your way. Natural 1.
Woo!
Actually,
Let's go.
oh
It
no,
shoots
you
its
stopped
tail.
being. You are not blinded anymore, Lestat.
Oh, God bless.
Let me
You are also
let me
blessed.
double check that. That may be incorrect. Blinded.
My skin rotted.
Current hit points. Starting with the creature. Blinded. Yeah, end of. Yeah, Lestat, your previous attacks, go ahead and give it a disadvantage until the end of your next turn.
I already made him with disadvantage.
Oh, then you were fine. Then you're just no longer blinded now.
Oh, hell yeah!
Because your turn ended. 7. So there's 1 more attack against Lestat. 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, I'm doing so bad. Take 4 points of piercing damage. Fucking Manicores.
Count your blessings.
Okay, that is the Manicore's turn. Ion is still not here. So.
No, I think Serena said she was here.
No, she is. Hello, Ion. It is your turn, please.
Thank you. All right.
Gosh, girl.
I'm looking at a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna try to cast a new spell, Orb of Light, towards it. It has
Orb
to
of
make a
Light.
dex save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Starry stuff comes out of my fingertips.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we haven't been describing our attacks, damn.
Why can't I just hit saving throw on here and roll the fucking saving throw? God damn it.
Be nice. Too convenient though.
Too
can.
convenient.
You just click on the ability.
6.
Oh, it failed.
Fails. 6.
It's blinded.
It's
and
blinded.
takes 3d8.
Taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, how do you like it?
Oh, I 18 damage.
Jesus. Yeah, doesn't look
Magic.
good.
Radiant, yeah.
Anything else from you?
No.
It is Lestat's
blinded
turn
for
with
one
Violet
round.
on deck. Yes. Okay.
Cool. I'm no longer blinded. I got a dash. So I still got my bonus action attack. Is it drawn?
Yes, sir.
Fuck you. You know, like in Castlevania Striga, when she puts the day armor on and she just like takes the greatsword and like rushes towards. That's what I'm doing. I'm a dash action.
This is a rise right here.
Cool.
How much movement do you have?
I got 60 with the dash action.
Jesus. Oh yeah, you can get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you're dash
I'll
actioning,
go
you're
right
fine.
Here, and then I'll use my bonus action attack. It's at
Go for it.
advantage.
Yes, it's blinded.
Actually, I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna use my attack. I'm gonna do Infernal Conduit. I'm gonna use both 2d10 to attempt to attack it,
Okay.
and then plus d4 at advantage. Let's go, 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So it's gonna take 8 points of damage, and I'm gonna heal for 8 points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like,
Okay.
as it's like reeling, I'm just gonna grab its fucking mouth and like grab its tongue, and then the symbol that Zadron put above me is gonna get transferred into its tongue, and I'm just gonna pull out. I'm gonna fucking kill this thing.
You
That's
only
my
get you only get 2 of those d10s, yeah?
Yeah.
Right now? Yeah.
Yep.
Violet, it's your turn.
Okay. So he is pretty far away, but I'm going to move my I'm gonna move like 20 feet, and then I'm going to
If you dash
use
up there, you can
Blessing of
attack
the
with a
Raven
bonus
Queen
action.
to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Yeah.
And I will also be taking I'll be taking half damage from literally everything at this point. So
Yep.
Until my next turn. So that's my bonus action. Unfortunately, gotta get there to actually hit, so I can't use your bonus action attack yet.
Could've dashed.
Or sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and swing on it.
Okay.
Natural 18.
That
plus
hits.
Whatever. Yeah. 26, and then my Morning Star will come cracking down for
8.
8 damage. Bludgeoning,
All
magical
right.
bludgeoning. Should I smite? Y'all, should I smite?
What are we here for?
What are we here for? Let's go. I'm adding my smite, my divine smite.
Okay.
That's my last spell slot though. So. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta use great swords more as a player. Man,
Bellamy.
goddamn, I missed 2d6. God.
Bellamy is going to use cunning action to dash
Yeah.
and get right up on this guy.
It's the same thing.
Come here.
Yeah. Mechanically, it's about 10 feet to climb that little rise, but you have exactly 60 feet, so
Yeah,
you can
it's-
get there.
I have like 5 feet left.
Yeah.
So here, and I am going to try to use sneak attack once again. Here we go.
Dog.
Creature.
Buddy.
Ooh,
It's the
Does he
magic
have a
mark.
bad?
11. Yeah, D4 it won't hit.
Buddy.
Does he have advantage?
Oh, it's advantage because
You do have advantage. It's blind.
blinded.
Danny, roll another d20 and see if you crit.
Oh, okay. Let me just roll a flat 20 right now.
Nope.
Oh, no. Damn.
Close.
You were
Oh, well.
sneaky.
Bellamy, roll another attack.
In that you preach from Mr. Liverpool.
Ooh,
Nope.
Wait, I can use my the bless.
You have to hit a 17.
Oh no, it's 15.
Nah.
Fuck.
I'm just swinging at air.
Okay,
You're good.
Glimmer, your
Max
turn.
Bless would have got you there. Huh?
Happens.
So Sai, I'm gonna try and hit it. I'm rolling. I don't think a 16 hits, does it?
Just misses.
Ah,
Just misses. Sorry, girl.
let me see if anything does anything because of favored foe. Nope. That's my turn.
Does she also have advantage?
Oh, do I have advantage?
Yes, you do. It's still blind.
Let's.
Is it
I
is
love
blind
you,
melee
Karina.
attacks?
Ages all attacks.
Oh, natural 17 for 25.
Attack rolls against it. Just attack
Okay.
rolls.
It's going to be a D8
Yes.
plus 4
And it's
for 7 damage, along with an additional 1 and an additional
Jesus.
2 for a total of 10 damage.
Okay,
It's my turn.
Zedron.
Let's see. My spiritual weapon can only move 20 feet, I think.
Yeah, it's like right here.
That's no, that's too far.
I'll make myself a list of things that need to get done.
As a bonus action, I will. I can't get to them, can I? Hold on. 20 feet.
That would take 30 feet to climb that little rise there.
Cool, yeah, because I'm sacrificing.
That's
10
10.
to 20.
Yeah.
Cool, so
Okay,
that's it
yep.
for that. Let's see. Yeah, as. Yeah, as my bonus action, I'm just gonna. Bellamy, you're not hurt at all? You
Nope,
good?
I'm good.
Cool.
I'm hurt.
That's yes. I'm gonna just healing word on Violet.
Yo.
I should have back up a little bit. It's less movement to go here. I'm gonna action. Sorry. As an action, I'm going to cast Villainous Rage on the stock. So
What does that look like?
I just walk up and I just touch the shoulder that's like this left shoulder, and this like red light bleeds off of the symbol onto his arm and goes down his arm. Like reverse like Hulk using the fucking gauntlet where it goes up his arm, it's down the arm, onto the hands, and the sword, like there's like streaks of red light that go up the sword. This creature invokes fear. So until the spell ends, creatures must succeed on a wisdom save or they're frightened of the attacking creature. Let me roll healing word for Violet. 8.
You.
This
gets
is
me
definitely
almost
not
physical.
great magic. This is definitely the skill
Ion
of Force's
and
Hand.
Bellamy make Arcana checks, please.
Magic in the material plane clearly looks like this.
13.
This is normal.
Ion?
This is normal. Karina.
Natural 20 or 25.
Let's
Out of total loot.
No.
Okay.
As a wizard.
I will send you something later.
Okay, cool.
That's all. It is now the Manicore's turn. Manicore
Blinded.
looks very, very hurt. It looks like a cornered animal. It is going to spend 3 attacks on Lestat, the greatest threat.
Is it still blood?
No, not anymore. First is a bite.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
gonna be
hit.
24
Oof.
Yup.
for fucking hell. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
A claw
Yup.
and a claw.
Yup.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It never made up a wisdom save against villainous rage, or else it would be frightened of Lestat.
On attacks, whenever he hits it with an attack, he makes a save.
So for every
believe.
attack he makes a save. I read it as like he's afraid of.
Whenever
bad
the
creatures or something.
source,
Yeah.
when the source makes attacks, it instills, it forces a save to create the frightened condition.
Okay.
So when Lestat attacks, then it makes a save or be frightened.
Cool. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like,
all
oh,
three
I'm
will hit.
attacking you, let me make a save and be scared of you now. It's
I thought it was
backwards.
on the casting of the spell that made the save, but okay.
No. Whenever Lestat is making attacks on things, the things he target make saves or be frightened of him.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
all
it
three
buffs
hit.
it buffs him. It's not a debuff, it's a buff.
Right. Yeah.
It's
It's
the wording is kind of finicky.
Yeah.
But 6 damage
Yep.
and 6 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't stand another. Like, it's not gonna last another full round of hits from you guys. It is going to try and run.
Don't run,
It's
you
going to-
coward.
It is going to turn and it is going to fly. Yeah, Bellamy, Lestat, and Violet, you get opportunity attacks
Okay.
as it begins to try and fly away.
Plus
16
bless
misses.
or-
Natural
plus
Yes,
bless.
20.
that hits. Hits,
I got
hit, they all
20.
hit. I'm gonna go down the initiative from the initiative order. So the first one that would hit is Lestat. So Lestat, you roll your damage first.
God damn. 14.
How do you want to do
Nice.
this?
Oh my
yeah.
god. Damn,
It's gonna
I got
try to
lovely.
fly away. Don't you run! I'm gonna jump on its back, put it in a headlock with the blade on its neck, and just wrestle it down until it hits the ground and just slit the throat from underneath it.
As it lashes out in fear and pain and anger and hunger, this wild manic look in its eyes, it strikes true, but it doesn't pursue the blood that it has drawn, and it quickly backs up to try and get away, swinging its thick barbed tail to try and push you back, but you duck underneath it, striking it down. Manticore lies dead.
I think at 9 hit points, Lestat's just gonna take the greatsword, stab it in the ground.
The Manticore
And then
was
similar-
also at 9 hit points.
Woo! And then just start digging a hole again.
Oh.
Everyone else, what are y'all doing?
If Lestat lets me, I want to drop a first level cure wounds on him.
I don't think it's that he like doesn't let you, but he's like.
So
what are you
like,
doing?
I don't understand what these hand motions mean.
No, that's AJ doing that, not Lestat. That's AJ. It just gives you like a double take. Like, what are you doing?
You're hurt. I want to make you not hurt.
Why?
Because it's a nice thing to do. Do you want to be hurting? I don't have to if you don't want me to. It's just. I usually heal people when I see that they're hurting.
I was looked as a Drod, like, help.
So John walks over. He just kind of pats Lestat on the back, kind of doing the same. Just kind of gives a nod to her, like giant.
Okay. Okay.
She'll just like poke you basically, and just like a little sparkle comes out, and you get a 1d8 plus 3. Take that 4 health points.
Oh, I will take it.
So 22 total.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I like how Zadron is like in the background also healing him. That's funny. Crazy.
I'm also going to help dig the hole.
Okay. I'll go over to Ion and I'll just be like, "Are you okay?" Oh, that was British. Whoops.
I'm fine.
You didn't get hurt or nothing.
No, I'm perfectly fine. I had some miss hits, but I'm fine. I finally hit him.
You did good.
Great.
Also, I probably couldn't have healed you anyway. I'm out of a little bit out of my resources.
That's fine. I stayed far away.
Is anyone still hurt, by the way? Kind of out of game.
I'm just missing 1 hit point, so not really.
I'll go over to the mana core, see if there's anything that can be, like the barbs, see if any of them are still viable. See if anything can be.
That's what I was
taken
gonna.
from it.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go to Zadron and just sheepishly be like, "Can you ask the thing if they can help salvage anything from it?"
See what I can do. What are you looking for?
Token of proof.
The guy's something.
I'm trying to open all of my harvesting PDFs.
I will, even if this isn't even a roll, if it is for sure, but I'll try to, take, like a knife or even just like a rock that's small, like something with more, like a little more precision than like the fucking mace, and just chip away and break off, as much of one horn as I can.
Okay. My things are not opening, unfortunately. Because I don't know what the specific loot off of a mana core is, much less a
The
fate.
spines, the poison, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to let these open.
I'm gonna go to Glimmer.
We'll skip past it right now, but whenever I get
Yeah.
these open, I'll call for the rolls and we'll go back.
I'm gonna go to Glimmer and just can you help Zadron?
I can try.
What would the help be? Like sleight of hand? Because I am
Okay,
proficient.
Yes.
sleight of hand.
I need. What check is this?
Or shoot, I don't have proficiency in it, but I do have +4 in sleight of hand. I don't have like a nature or anything that I could like give him advantage with.
I had to have
Manticore is
survival.
a monstrosity.
I can just help through moral support.
We'll
What
say
is this
survival. We'll say survival for now.
Okay, cool. Just kind of doing it, just chipping away at one of the horns, trying to get as much close to the stump at the base as possible. He sees you walk over, Glimmer. You did pretty well.
Thank you. You are very capable. You all are. And she'll like look at Ion. I like how you're sparkly when you cast your magic. Do these like? Is this a common thing? Fighting manicores?
Monstrosity. No, I'm sorry. Nature. It actually calls for a nature check.
I don't have that.
I have +0.
At nature, you say? I'm really proficient in it. If you need help.
Sure. Yeah. Come see if we can get some of this. See if we can get these
Sure.
horns off of it.
Oh, all right.
I'll try to help.
I feel like Glimmer is just like the bottom half
If
of her body.
someone has proficiency in nature, they can give the help action.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was survival.
Go
Because
for it,
otherwise,
I
if
have
you're
nature.
not
Yeah.
able to help, then it's hard to help. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Go for
Yeah.
it, Karina.
Fuck them up, Karina.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Before you roll, Karina. As part of helping you do it, I'll just give you guidance.
Okay,
Hell
thank you.
yeah. Sick.
Cleric
Get
shit.
fucked,
Let's
Fred.
go.
Get fucked, Fred.
Fucking hate guidance more than
Hey,
anything in
get
the
used to
world.
hearing that.
11. So
11.
plus the d4.
Yep.
So 13.
Roll 1d6.
Okay.
You only get one tier of the.
Oh, we're getting loot. I was just trying to get the horns as like proof so we could take it back and be like, oh shit, we're getting loot. Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get a horn for the 13.
We just need proof of something. Be like, hey, we killed this thing, lady.
Okay.
No
I got
horns,
3.
unfortunately. What did you get, Ion? I'm sorry.
3.
3. You get 3 large manticore fangs.
Ooh.
While a manticore's mouth may resemble a human's, its teeth do not. Rows of jagged viciousness prized as trophies for their intimidating nature. So you get that many Feywild manticore horns. Fey manticore horns. Or
I'll
teeth,
take
sorry.
one if you're not opposed.
You guys had it. I don't need anything.
I'll hand one to stop. Keep one. There's one more. Someone else can take it, or we can give it to her.
Could I possibly have it?
Yes. You can. Just go ahead.
I don't need mine. Zedron has one for us both, so
It kind
I'll
of
just
reminds
toss
me
it to
of home.
Bellamy.
It's in the head.
Smacks him.
He's not paying attention. He's just looking around.
Ah!
He's gonna go and pick it up. Oh, thank you. See, guys.
Don't
Okay.
start.
Please don't.
Alright.
Get out of yourself.
Well, I was
He's
just gonna
such
say.
a sweetheart.
I was gonna say, if we had a ship, we're at sea. The beautiful thing about it is you don't
He
have to
starts
worry
walking
about
back to
these.
the cabin.
Walk it, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not done yet.
Tell me, I feel like Glimmer's gonna come up to me and be like, what is the sea you speak of?
The ocean. Bunch of water everywhere. No, it's ocean.
No.
No? Oh. I'll tell you what. When we find my ship, I'll show you the ocean. I'll show
What
you
in the
all of it.
Han Solo is happening?
I love that. That's so cute.
Let me just.
No, don't
Good,
do it,
good,
Dasha.
fuck you.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
good. Fuck
Doesn't
you,
work.
bitch.
Ooh.
Damn it.
He's safe. He doesn't know what just went by.
A bullet went past his head, didn't even know.
Bro,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You'll find out in a year.
I'm surprised it's
He's
the
now
first one we've seen,
officially
to be
part
honest.
of the group.
Yeah, honestly.
yeah, I'm surprised that was the first one, honestly.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's the first
I'm pretty
public
sure I lost a
one.
bet.
I saw it coming.
Crazy.
All right. Is there anything you managed to finish digging this impromptu grave? All this heavy fucking body, able to get a couple of jagged, gnarly, gross ass teeth out of its mouth.
Hold on. Stop
Um,
me.
Stop.
Bull got a big head, so that's pretty big.
On the walk back, I'm trying to connect the
Unfortunately-
tooth to my
Yeah.
necklace.
Unfortunately, you missed the horns, you
Oh.
missed the tail barbs, and you missed the wings.
Oh.
Nah.
There'll be more creatures for us to kill.
The base base manicore is CR2, and I just gassed it up.
Nah, we'll be good.
I wanted a horn to serve a fucking cup. Look at that.
Damn.
It'd be a handle.
Oh! Alright, Fred. Let's get
All right. You are able to get this manicore buried. What do you want to do?
Head
Enough of
back
that,
to
just
the
head back.
cottage.
I'm gonna take all my gloves again and cast precipitation.
Oh my god, I'm walking to Ion and even though like my gloves are like scotch free, there's no blood on them at all because it was from such a distance. I just want to be like, oh my gosh, that was so cool, and just like hold out my hands, expecting.
Alright. You can have clean gloves too.
This is so splendid.
go.
Thank you.
It's
Can I make an observation? Maybe Karina can answer this, or maybe Bren can. But like, the prestidigitation thing, is that kind of like is it a need to be clean kind of thing? Yeah,
Is it
that's what I'm
tick?
wondering.
That's a Karina thing.
Karina,
Yep.
like, would I glean
Yes.
as much? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just wondering. Yeah, we'll head back to the cottage.
You retrace your path, returning to Dee Dee's cottage. You see now maybe this point of the day, maybe 3 p.m. You see that same long table that was out, kind of carved from wood. You see that there is a tablecloth kind of draped over it, and the contents of her care package have been arrayed in a little luncheon for you all. And you can see in a little rocking chair at one end of the table, you just see Dee Dee, just blanket, kind of thick, just overflowing robe that kind of wraps around her like a blanket, just kind of just rocking. Oh, that was quick. What'd you find?
My, this is quite a meal.
It's
showing her the
everything.
tooth.
Well, it's just packed a lot of stuff. I can't eat all this by myself. I don't want to. The jam just kind of makes my gums sting. It's a lot of
What?
sugary.
I can't.
It's very sugary.
I can't unhear fucking Jim Carrey's Grinch now.
4 o'clock. Wallow in self-pity.
Solve what hunger? Tell nobody.
Lunch.
Yeah. We also brought back some proof, I suppose.
Oh, that's fine. What
We'll
was
take a
it?
seat then.
What was it?
Bellamy tosses the claw on the table.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Nasty.
It was a manticore, but like bat-like. It was weird.
Weird.
I'll
I'd
sit
never
down
seen
and
one
start
before.
eating.
Lunch.
Bellamy's going to sit down, kick his feet up, get a knife out, and picking at his nails while he eats.
As opposed to earlier today when like Violet wasn't really eating her food, she's now like almost ravenously eating.
So where are we?
If it's
What
all
are
the same to
we?
you, then I'm gonna take a plate and leave.
Oh, that's fine. I suppose it's. I offered it, so.
Where are you
Leaving so
going?
soon?
Also, where are we?
Just gonna take bread, some meat, just like make a little sandwich, wrap it up, and then head towards the door.
Let's stop. What are your immediate forefront thoughts? Going through your
Job done. It's not really what I signed up for. Job done. Job finished. Job finished. Time to go back, rest my head, and keep it moving.
Okay.
Job finished? Job not finished?
Job finished. Job not finished.
Okay.
Alright, pizza go.
Alright.
Roger kind of goes, Diggle. Kind of gives a nod to everyone and then to the woman,
You
and
guys
then
don't want to stay?
follows the thought. We should need to keep moving.
Why?
Have a good rest of your day. Follows the thought.
What?
Goodbye.
It was so nice to meet you.
And kind of just shakes her
wait,
mason jar covered staff at you.
Can I
I'll
I
shake
run,
my
like,
bow at
behind
them.
Zoldrum and be like, "Are you haunted by a theocracy because of your dark magic?"
What?
Oh, is that like a thing here? Do you get hunted
for magic.
I think just for Sidron, Lestat's giving you a look like, all right, do we have to kill this bitch? Like, are we made? We gotta kill this
he's
one?
Not giving you a no look.
Ion.
Can I make an insight check?
Please. On what?
Ion, you doing it again.
Ion.
Go for it.
Just like, how much does she know?
Go for it.
Does she know? Yeah, 919, so 26.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. I'll kind of get up and make sure Ion sits back
Sidron
down.
goes from walking away and like a half turn to hear what you were saying to a full turn and takes like 2 steps closer to you.
Are they aggressive steps?
Not aggressive.
I'm just curious.
Sidron,
Easy.
let's just keep moving.
Bellamy's gonna get up too.
She's got a big mouth.
I just eyeballing.
Kind of her thing.
Is she wearing Theocracy colors by any chance, Brian?
No.
Just looks you up and down, like really like everyone. He's been with the group, so he's like seen everyone, but he hasn't like paid anyone like individual attention. He's like he's doing a full scan of Ion.
Come on, Ion. Let's go sit down.
Kind of doing the same as Sidron, just like, nah, bro, nah.
She's like tugging on Ion's like shirt or something.
Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna go back to eating. Okay. Bye.
He just
Do we not
turns-
like the theocracy?
He just turns and goes.
I wouldn't know, to be honest with you.
Are we? Please?
I think Lestat would wait a second and then turn to Ion and Violet. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then I'll just turn and leave.
Bellamy's gonna try to address him one more time. If it means anything to you guys, you guys did good. You did really well. Really appreciate your help. So,
Likewise to you, Bellamy.
thank you. Lestat. He's gonna look over to Zadra and just give him a little nod. Good luck.
Before closing the door, I'll just be like, if you change your mind, you can always sit at our table. She'll go back in.
What a nice young man.
Yeah, you could. I guess you could say
He's
that.
something like that.
It's
Ion, you
stiff.
really gotta watch yourself. You can't just throw around words like that hold
Oh,
weight.
was that too direct again?
Yeah.
Sidron, you really gotta watch yourself. You can't throw around spells like that.
Same
I
conversation.
should go back to eating. Yeah,
Same combo.
literally. Yeah, we'll go back to eating.
You return to your lunch. Starting to draw, and you begin making your way back into Mornstead
Yo.
to inform Clives of a job done with proof in the form of a small sandwich made by Dee Dee. And we're gonna end there for the night.
Yeah, dude.
I love this game.
Don't do it,